Yo yo, hi Lapis. You guys doing today? Another good day. Well, I would say, but I woke up a bit sick today. All Gucci. Hope you guys had a good Monday. Ugh, I got B again. Let's go. I'm cooking. I'm cooking. As you guys know from yesterday, we played through the Genshin Nod-Krai story. And we almost got through all of it. I think we're pretty close to the end of it. Also, this Kasane Teto song has been stuck in my head for the last 12 hours, and I've been listening to it all day. I have heard this song before. It just for some reason was really in the back of my mind lately, so I was at a wedding maybe like 2 or 3 months ago, and I had a friend of mine, and he said, "Yeah, actually, I've been recently getting into Vocaloid." I was like, "Huh? Did I hear that right? Did you say Vocaloid?" Like, it is not. This is not a friend group I would have expected to have any connection to Vocaloid or anything like that. So I was like, I had to do like a double take. I was like, "What? You say you're getting into Vocaloid? It's not." That was so random, but I was like so intrigued. I was like, "Oh, really? Like what?" He's like, "Yeah, I've really been enjoying Kasane Teto. Actually, I've been really listening to a lot of Teto songs." I was like, "What? That is not." I would have expected someone who just got into Vocaloid to like be into Miku, or right or something like that, or like Len and Rin, like the main crew. But I was pleasantly surprised, and I was thinking about that yesterday, and it reminded me. I was like, Bird Brain and Machine Love, I feel like are actually such good songs, and then it got me thinking about Machine Love, and it's been stuck in my head for the last 12 hours, like I said. So but yeah, I decided yesterday. I think what we're gonna do today is we're gonna have we're gonna finish the Nod-Krai Act 4 story. Cause I think we're nearing the end. I don't actually know how far. People were saying like I heard some people say 3 to 6 hours of total Nod-Krai Act 4 story. But then some people said 1 to 2 hours at the beginning that was unstoppable. Like you couldn't get back out once you were in. I'm not sure because we just finished the Nefer part of the storyline yesterday. I'm not sure what percentage of that was considered the like you couldn't stop part. Because if it was to the very end, that took us like 3 hours to get through. So I'm not sure if that was like the 1 to 2 hour part or if that was a beginning part. So I'm not sure if we're like halfway through, if we're 2/3 through. We could even be 3/4 through, or we could be like 30% through. So we'll go as far as we can until we finish the story quest today. And if that takes most of the time, then we'll just kind of relax with some ZZZ afterward. And if we finish early, then we'll just start working on the ZZZ story. I really want to catch up on the ZZZ story. I feel like I think I'm only like 3 chapters behind on the Zenless story. So we're not too far. And I feel like the Zenless story doesn't take that long. It took me maybe like 4 hours to get through the whole Act 2 or 3 story. So it's not too bad. It's maybe a stream or two. So we'll touch a little bit of it today and maybe finish it or get a chunk through. Actually, you know what? I almost said next week, but we don't have any streams next week. Maybe we'll stream on Monday next week and we'll play Zenless Story a little bit. Because the week after that, the week after American Thanksgiving, I think is Genshin 6.2. So that Monday and Tuesday, maybe we'll play Zenless, and then on that Thursday we'll play Genshin, and we'll do the Nod-Krai Act 5 story. And then that Friday we'll do Nod-Krai Act 5 and 6 until Raid, and then we'll have Raid. So we'll see. And then the following week we can do more Genshin story. Hopefully I can be patient enough to not go ahead off stream. Worst case scenario, we can do an emergency Saturday stream, or even go extra long on Thursday or Friday. We'll figure that out then. That's all like post Thanksgiving stuff. We don't have to worry about that for now. But for today, we're gonna finish the current one and then ZZZ. Perfect. That being said, everyone knows what time it is. It's time for dun 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 dun. Genshindo! Alright, you guys know the drill. You guys know the drill. Time to start with Yelan. Yippee! Okay, we got way higher than 2.7, nothing matched. So let's go middle of Natlan. Who came out middle of Natlan? We could go with we could do like maybe earlier than Veressa. We could do Seat Lolly. Seat Lolly's perfect here. No similarities to Yelan. It is a Catalyst user that came out after 5.3 that's not from Nod-Krai or Natlan. Oh, okay. Or it could be a late Natlan character that was from a different region. I was gonna say Escoffier, but Escoffier is Cryo. Seat Lolly obviously shows here. It's not Cryo, and also it's a Catalyst user. So Catalyst user, it could be. Who was the Lantern Ray character? No, it would have been, that would say 5.3 then. So it could be Nefer. It could be Nefer. I feel like Nefer fits this pretty well, actually. It's not Nefer, but it is a Dendro character from Nod-Krai. Wait, Dendro character from Nod-Krai? Lauma? It's just Lauma. I forgot we had two Dendro Catalysts in the same back-to-back. That's crazy. I forgot about that. Forgot Nefer was a thing. That's crazy. Daily quote. I've got nothing. Ask me anything if you want. If the question is interesting enough, I may give you an answer. Okay? Ask me anything if you want. I may give you an answer. That sounds like something Yaimiko would say, I feel like. Oh, not quite, huh? Ask me anything if you want. The question is interesting enough. I may give you an answer. Character... Maybe Alhaitham? The hint is Patrick Pedraza. Patrick Pedraza. The name sounds familiar. I don't know. Alright. Who else could this be? It could be Patrick Pedraza. That does sound familiar, but not familiar enough for me to just know off the top of my head. The question is interesting enough. I've got nothing. So someone with humble origins, maybe? I feel like someone like Never would say something like that. I know she doesn't have nothing. This isn't Wuwa. No, today we're doing the Genshin Nod-Krai story. I was playing Wuwa for a bit in the afternoon though, Cody. I just fought that like dinosaur thing with Yuno and Augusta. I don't really know what's going on, but that's the punishment I suppose I get for not paying attention. Damn. There they go. I don't think I only have like 24 wishes I think in Wuwa, so I need to start really grinding. Luckily I have the returners bounty in Wuwa right now, so if I do all that I'll get a handful of pulls. But I need to catch up on the story because there's stuff that's locked behind story that I need to do, like events and stuff. So I have 3 weeks starting tomorrow. But is Wuwa gonna go on maintenance tomorrow at a certain time? I assume probably around like 4 in the afternoon or something. Cause I know I have the update, or is it just a banner change? I don't know. I don't know who this is. feel like it could also be like Lisa or something. Oh no, wait. Obviously, it's not Lisa or Nefer. Patrick Pedraza. I keep forgetting the voice actors. All right, let's listen. Mid-afternoon to like 10 or so. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I'll definitely pull for Chisa. Either Thursday at the beginning of stream before Kirby, or we'll do a Discord poll session. But I only have like 20 polls, so it's like it's not gonna be anything crazy. But I really want.
I've got nothing. Ask me anything if you want. If a question is interesting enough,
oh, it's Wanderer.
I may give you an answer.
Is that why his name sounded familiar? You know, that makes sense. That sounds like something Wanderer would do. Dude, I'm so happy. I literally was playing again today and I realized, the reason I really have a hard time enjoying this team with Cardathia is because Air Over feels so bad, feels so clunky, and requires so much on-field time to heal, and I heal barely anything. It takes literally like 8 of my like skill on Air Rover to heal Cardathia even like half of her health. It's really freaking annoying. I actually hate it so much. I actually have like serious healing issues. Air Over does not heal that much like at all. So the fact that Chisa is like literally an Air Over replacement is, and she was already someone I was looking at and I was like, I really want her. She's super cute. And then I was like, okay, well, best case scenario is she's good for, like, maybe she'd be good with Yuno, so I can like actually use Yuno. But it turns out it's even better. She replaces Air Over, which is like the only grief I have with that team. Unless they're super well built, they do okay damage. Bruh, nah. I would rather have a clean rotation with 3 characters I like that do slightly worse damage than the other way around. So this is literally a dream come true. And it was literally, I feel like we talked about this. I literally was griefing my air about this like 3 months ago to you. I was like, oh, this is great and all. I'm glad I got Chacona. But like now this team still feels bad because like I only want to use Cardathia and Chacona and I don't want to use Rover. But I need to use Rover. So we were like, yeah, well, the odds that like, I was like, the odds that we get a new healer for this team that I also enjoy are pretty low. But it looks like it worked out. I'm definitely gonna pull Lisa for sure. Who's this? Oh, it's Kirara. I see the little cat. Easy clap. Dude, I'm so pumped. Chisa, let's go. I already started farming. They added, I don't know when they added it, but in Wuthering Waves, they added a feature for Ascension tracking in game. Because all the Ascension planners websites for WoW are terrible. Like, even Star Rail aren't very good. Really, the only like website I found that can do Ascension planning really well is the Genshin Center one for Genshin. Like, they just need to take a Genshin Center website and make it for those different games, because the Genshin Center Ascension Planner is like the greatest web tool of all time. It's so clean, it covers all the bases, it's efficient, it's effective. Yeah, but now I can just use the in-game one. Honestly, Star Rail has something similar, where Star Rail has like an in-game Ascension, like you can target a character and it'll tell you what they need and you can just go straight to it. And that's exactly what WoW does now, so it's perfect. So I don't even need the online web planner anymore. I can just go in-game, which is the best. It's really nice. So it tells me all the things I need, and yeah, I'm really far behind. I need a lot of stuff for Chisa. I need so much stuff. So I'm just gonna use the in-game stuff. Now I'm using the in-game stuff for Star Rail and WoW, and I only use the out-of-game stuff for Genshin. And then ZZZ, I have to do it just as we go, because Zenless doesn't have anything like that yet. Okay, I feel like last time we did this emojis thing, we figured out that the gold medal meant that it was a 5-star, but I'm like, only a few characters actually used it. Like, how unhelpful is this? A sword and a medal, like, that's not helpful at all. Any sword 5-star user, like a bridge at nighttime, like, what? Is it nighttime? A bridge? Like, is it? But I was gonna say Kaya, but like, Kaya isn't a 5-star, so maybe the medal doesn't mean 5-star. Maybe it just means like he's in a position of he is a captain. So it could be Kaya, I suppose, with the bridge. And then the eyeball? How would anyone know what that means? But just like we promised, today we're gonna do the Zenless Zone 0 one because we're gonna play ZZZ later. So we have to do the ZZZ. And we of course have to start with Jane Doe. Oh god. Oh, we got nothing. And it doesn't do versions like it does for Genshin. I feel like the versions make it really easy for Genshin. It helps point it down like really easily. So it's not someone who's part of police. They're not physical and they're not anomaly. So it's not Miyabi, because Miyabi's anomaly. It could be... Let's try Koleda? Get some... Oh, okay. It's someone early because they use that material. And they are fire. Oh, it could be Soldier 11? Because they're fire, right? Oh, but they don't use that material. It is someone who's fire and attack. Wait, what if it's... Fighter? Dang. Oh, he's not attack, he's a stunner? Ooh. Oh, that's a toughie. Fire and attacker. Okay, let's see. Let's run through all the characters real quick in our heads. All the standard characters, or all the fire characters. I know Evelyn's fire. I think Jufufu's fire. Lucy is fire. But she's support, not attack. Who else is fire? Is Orphe a fire agent? I don't remember. But it's not Orphe, because Orphe's also part of Obel Squad, and this is the Obel Squad symbol. So maybe it's Evelyn? Oh god, I only have one more guess. But does Evelyn use this material? I think she does, because I remember farming for her. But, oh, thank god. Oh, I almost got you baited. Nice. I definitely do not always succeed the ZZZ. Sometimes I fail. I was worried. Okay. Thank you for singing in our ear, Teto. But it is time. It is time for the Genshin Nod-Krai Act 4. Hopefully we finish it quickly. The next hour or so would be nice. If I get really sick feeling, I apologize. We may have to end it earlier. Just woke up feeling like garbage today. I took the day off and slept in. I really needed it, but I've had a headache like all day. Hopefully we can zoom in on this story and get some good resolution. I'm really curious about the RERIR, how the RERIR story is gonna end. If it does even end here, it could go into the 6.2 stuff pretty easily. But I did see some people talk about how like RERIR was dealt with, but I don't know if that just means like we dealt with the current situation or if he actually gets like knocked out of the picture. So I guess we'll find out. Hey. Alright, the only thing they need to do for Wuon now is they need to improve the performance. Because the game, every time I teleport to a new area, the game lags. I have like 10 frames. It's terrible. It takes like a solid 30 minutes for it to like smooth out. I say as Genshin stutters. But Genshin stutters like pretty rarely. Wuwa stutters and like lags like all the time. It's crazy. I don't know why that is. If they just keep making performance up, it'll help a lot. Alright, Flynn's, what's going on here?
You're earlier than I expected.
Hey, Flint's! Been waiting here long?
Not too long. I came a little early so I'd have some time to think.
Are you nervous about the battle?
Quite the opposite. I'm reminiscing on my past battles.
I like how we're just going from group to group. We just check it
When I
in on
was
everyone.
awakened by the Ratniki, I had not touched a weapon in many years. I felt like the battlefield was not where I belonged. But after waging war against the Wild Hunt for so long, I came to realize something. A life of absolute peace is simply not a possibility for me. My restless flame indicates that somewhere inside of me, there is a deep yearning to root out the evil in this world.
Oh, that doesn't sound like such a bad thing.
Paimon's like, oh, I see.
Well, in the past, when I
True.
was a Fae whose primary concern was hibernation, it was hardly ideal.
Hey, Unknown, how's it
But
going?
it certainly
Welcome,
serves me
welcome.
well here in the present. And I am delighted to be able to join forces with you in this endeavor.
Looks like I'm not the first to arrive.
Oh, is this the meeting? Is this the final
Miss
meeting? point?
Lauma.
How you doing, Unknown?
Did you sleep okay last night?
I struggled to settle down at first because of the nerves. But don't worry. I got enough sleep in the end. I'll be just fine. Please, I'm just doing my part.
Never! Over here!
Never made it. That's good. The goods have been delivered and the backup plan is
Aino
underway.
asked me to relay a message. She said Anetha will be on high alert and keep a close watch over all secondary districts where defense is required, providing support as necessary. Meanwhile, Aino herself will provide range support to us directly, using her latest invention.
Excellent. My thanks to all involved.
All right, we're gonna let him free.
The chess set's looking a little
Oh
unstable.
my God, it's a Din Din. Hey, buddy.
It won't hold him much longer. We should be prepared to engage at a moment's notice.
No sense sitting around waiting. Let's make the first move while we still have the option.
Let's let him free. And as he's basically like getting pulled backward from tugging the rope so hard, we
I
attack.
agree. Paimon, find a safe hiding place.
Got it! Be careful, traveler!
I will.
I hope we get like an epic cutscene. Ooh, he's got his
Everyone,
sword ready.
Take your positions as soon as the battle starts. Every ounce of strength we have in our bones, let us bring to this
I
fight.
know, we've gotten a lot of Aether voice lines today. We've been hearing a lot of Zach Aguilar lately, which is pretty nice. Wait, is this the whole squad? Just us three? What about like Bina and the crew?
Let's go.
I've seen all your futile ploys before. You have become the authors of your own demise.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
You are merely a moment of sport before I tear down the moon.
It is. Whoa. This is a loading screen? Oh, shit.
Let me!
Stay on your toes.
Yep, you too.
Forest, protect us.
Oh my God, Hydro Traveler.
It all adds up.
Time to come clean.
Be silent. Keep your
Oh my God,
distance.
he's Strink.
Lush as the moonlight.
Moonlight.
No more.
Girl, wake up.
Look within.
All right, bitch. Can you stop? Going. Come here. I feel like this area is really
The
similar
long
to like the
sleep
area where we
beckons.
fight. Oh my God, my frames.
Moonlight.
Let's see what you're made of.
Really similar to the
Where is
area
the
we
song?
fight. Oh my God, guys! I'm using Hydro Traveler. Where we fight Raiden, second story quest.
It began with the moon, and so shall it end.
Bro is way too edgy. He's in my ear.
Protect you.
Almost hymn of hunting. Gotcha.
Close your eyes. Huh?
Use the Lightkeeper's lantern. Illuminate his.
Do you see now? Fairphone here. When Will it be as you foretold?
Are you quite finished?
Bitch.
You poor lost lamb.
Your foul spirit is not welcome here.
Bubble attack!
The deception ends here.
Yeah, Nefer is
It all adds up.
yeah, a beautiful lady.
The moonlight betrayed you.
Hit him with the bubbles. Moonlight is running in. Can you stop so I can attack? Jesus Christ, relax, bro.
Time to come clean.
The mystery unravels.
Don't be sick. Okay. I'll just stop being sick.
Receive.
Can you stop knocking me backward? Jesus Christ, that's really fucking annoying.
The moonlight. Your little game of heroics is over. Who wants to go first? Get out.
A subtle jiggle. Dude, she's super pretty. Ag! Oh, it's just me and Nefer.
Separated.
Oh, look out!
You okay?
Never. Where are the others?
Bubble.
Stuck outside the barrier.
Dendro.
I guess he really doesn't like us.
I told you before.
Oh, he hates me, bro.
Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Ooh. Take my water
Be
cannon.
careful what you wish for.
Doop, 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 doop.
Lama, can you hear me?
Gained the moonlight's blessing.
Silence.
The Arctic, my gamer. How's
The
it going?
voices are gone. But at least I know they're still there. I need to focus. Stick to
Yes.
the plan.
They're still there,
Remember my
gang.
most important
Rest
task.
assured.
Just keep
Bubble
stalling
attack.
him. If I can stall him for long enough, the moment will come.
How's it going, my dude?
Bombs away!
Attack!
It all adds up.
Never look out!
No more lies.
It all falls into place.
The mystery unravels.
I will say Nefer actually really fun to use.
Go! Wipe out!
Can't hide the truth.
Not normally a fan of charge attack gameplay, but hers is like you don't have to absorb Kuvaki through. Oh. Oh no, wait, not that. This. 1, 2.
I've got this!
Moonlight was better than is this? Am I supposed to do anything, or is this just the shield that I? Oh, good.
The shield's broken. I can't keep this
Van
up.
Belsar, your enemy's shield is broken. Boop 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 boop.
No more lies.
Ow!
Bombs away!
The deception ends here.
How is ZZZ? Not today. Well, later. We gotta finish this Genshin Archon quest first. Then we're gonna play ZZ.
No more lies.
But lately ZZZ has been pretty good,
It all
so
adds
I
up.
will say.
Let's see what you're made
Oh,
of.
this is taking forever.
Yeah!
Seek within.
No Farina, this
No
is
more
a
lies.
story quest that I am locked to these two characters, so nobody can use Farina here. Friend. But my main team does have Farina in it. Skirk, Farina, Escoffier,
It all
Yolanda.
falls into place.
I know, I think that's the point, is that this fight's supposed to be really hard and like long, not hard
The
difficulty
mystery
wise, but
unravels.
like it's supposed to showcase that it's hard for them.
Go!
No more
Because
lies.
this guy is way out of our league, so we're just like delaying sort of right now. Oh fuck.
it all falls into place.
Oh, I can't switch to Traveler right now. Okay.
Curses. There's no other way.
Never. Ooh, yeah, it didn't work. He broke free.
The only way to defeat RERIR is to borrow his own power. That means Columbina will have to disappear while you two bear the brunt of his attacks.
So she's gonna do moon stuff?
You have to hold on. Find a way to keep him focused on killing the two of you.
Okay. Yeah, this is forced. This is like basically like a
Never.
unskippable
Your
cutscene.
eyes are bleeding.
Never know your eyes, your beautiful, beautiful eyes. Yeah, Varka's helping us out. He's a gamer.
Soon you will be powerless to resist.
He's a gamer. Although he's been pretty like
And
not
then
very impactful, I will say.
will reduce you to dust.
But that dust will plague your memories.
No, don't Shinobu him.
Come on. Keep holding on.
Your
Any
eyes.
other tricks up your sleeve? Let's see them.
Yeah, we got
As
one more.
entertaining as they are, you've backed yourself into a corner.
You don't fool me. I see your fear clear as day. I have to stoke his rage. Make him unleash everything.
Well, just mention the Lindis.
You fear what you could never defeat. You fear the thought of never being able to save your beloved. You cannot win the fight against fate, RERIR.
Is that what you think? Well, now it's your turn to feel afraid.
I was like, it's really dark, but I guess that makes sense. It's like Nephra's POV.
You fear the sound of your own name?
Is it us you hate? Or is it what you've become?
Let's see what becomes of you. What's happening? That power. I've seen it before.
Albedo! Endurance flapping his little wings.
His power is on another level. We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then quickly channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
She
I'll
drink.
join you. I can help. If I release enough abyssal energy into a confined space, it'll create a potential difference, allowing us to extract a huge amount of elemental energy. Next, I'll synchronize with everyone's minds using pyro, then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view.
Actual
But it won't last
Naruto
long.
Kurama cloak mode.
Can you see?
Well enough.
So, we have a student of Gold Rhine-Daughter in our midst.
Oh, he recognizes Rhine-Daughter's work. Oh. Dina!
You use my own power against me?
Just like how you stole Kuvaki. Look familiar?
Oh my god, so awesome. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Don't you realize you don't have the power to hold that gate open?
I don't, but someone else does.
Daneslip.
Goodbye, RERIR.
Oh. Did they send him to space?
We won.
We sent him to the fucking moon? Hello? What? That is so good. What the hell? That was awesome. We sent him to the fucking moon. I mean, he's not dead, right? Is he just like sealed up there then for now? Can't he just fly back?
Nefer, how are your eyes?
She used too much Mangekyo Sharingan power. Yeah, bro, we portal to'd him. We portal to'd him.
They're fine. Apart from the blindness, of course.
Hopefully it's temporary.
It's not too late.
Let me handle it.
RERIR became an astronaut. RERIR to Houston. We got a problem. Why does she have a knife? Oh, that's right. She uses her blood to like heal. I forgot about that. that was introduced like a long time ago. The power of large booba'd lady.
Miss Nefer, it's not like you to lose your composure. That was the most reckless thing I've ever seen you do.
Reckless how? The situation was critical. Our lives were at stake. We had to do something.
The more powerful they are, I suppose.
Even so.
Although the most powerful member in this collection of people we have here is the flattest chest, and the least powerful is the largest chest. The power, the dendro power is stored in the chest.
Okay. I guess you're
stored
right.
in the booba.
Under the circumstances, it was a wise decision. You traded your eyes for an incredible victory. In business terms, I suppose that's a huge return on investment.
I'd be hard-pressed to argue otherwise.
Still, I don't like this outcome, and I don't want you to lose your sight for good. People suffer when they make sacrifices they shouldn't have to make, whether that means faith, strength, or in this case, your ability to even see. I had hoped you could win without sacrificing so much as a single hair on your head.
Thank you. Really.
All done. Don't try and open your eyes just yet. We'll see how you're doing in a couple of days. Until then, please follow the recovery plan to the letter.
Follow the recovery.
I'll send full details through Yehoda. For now, just get yourself home, relax, and rest. My dear friends, we have fought bravely and achieved.
We did it! But I mean, there's no way RERIR is like gone for good, right? I mean, he's gonna come back.
All in this land will be grateful for what you have done.
The moon will remember this day. Thank you both.
Yehoda shows up and helps Nefer get home. And you, of course, have Paimon to escort you back. Sight of Nefer navigating the road with her eyes closed is a new one for you. Proceeds cautiously, but as her silhouette disappears into the distance, you notice she seems almost smug.
There's something I want to let you know.
What is it?
When Durin connected everyone's minds so I could access their powers, I also felt everything they felt. And since Nefer's eyes were injured, my eyes are hurting now too.
Huh. Hold on. Let me try.
Oh my god, is she gonna open her eyes?
I only feel the pain. There's no actual damage. I just thought I should tell you.
You're right. There's no damage. But I must say, I'm surprised to hear the Kuthar share something like this with me. In the past, you never used to open up about yourself.
Things are a little different now from how they were. I'm learning to share how I truly feel with my friends.
Aww, she called them her. Hooray!
You have no idea how glad I am to hear that.
Can't help but break into Can't help but break into a smile at the word friends. As a warm and fuzzy feeling. Best. One by one, your fellow teammates report in to inform you that everything is under control. Alma's insistence, you lie down. Fought on the front line against RERIR. Now you need rest. Who's gonna visit us now? How's it gonna start setting up for the next part of the story?
Hey, you're awake! How are you feeling? Any aches and pains? Did you sleep well?
I'm doing all right, Paimon. No need to worry about me.
Phew, well that's good. Paimon's been sitting on the edge of the bed worrying about you for ages. You slept a whole day and night. Poor Paimon had to eat all by her lonesome.
Glad to hear you didn't starve. How was the food?
Well, it wasn't the same without you there to share it.
We're getting so many Aether lines. It's so weird. I mean, I like it. I'm glad. It's just, it's strange. I feel like we haven't.
Honestly,
we go so long without hearing it.
when you're not your usual self. She couldn't enjoy the food and settle down to sleep.
Yeah, I think it's literally just because we don't really hear Aether talk that often, so it's weird hearing him talk.
Well, I'm back to normal now.
Because that's definitely Zach Aguilar.
And Albedo swung by earlier. He said to tell you to head to the tavern when you woke up. Varka and the others are organizing a
Varka?
victory feast, and they want to celebrate with you.
Varka didn't do anything. I mean, I guess he organized everyone, but he didn't really do anything. We didn't really get to see Varka like in action. Just kind of annoying. But you kind of wish it didn't sound so alike. I do think the Paimon voice is a little better now. But I honestly, I don't really think the old Paimon voice was that bad. Especially considering near like the end of Natlan, they really started to like tone down the squeakiness. So it was definitely getting better already. But then I think I do prefer the new one. But I never really thought Paimon's voice was really that bad to begin with. I was never really like a Paimon hater, if you will. Anyone's voice I think would get annoying after how much Paimon talks. Not like a huge thing. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense. They want to keep someone who kind of sounds similar. Because they don't want too much dissonance, I feel like, with Paimon's voice. He does talk a lot, so we get
Some medical supplies,
they've got to
but
sound sort of
you
similar.
seem fit as a fiddle, so guess you won't be needing those. If you're feeling up to it, let's head over now. Wouldn't want to keep them waiting.
We're gonna go party! Yeah, Varka was moral support. He really was. I feel like he was so hyped up to be like this. He's on an expedition. He's got like the whole army with him, or like a big part of the army. And then he just shows up and he's like, yeah, I'll run some of these meetings, but like I'm basically just like kind of on the sideline. Which I thought was kind of a discipline. Varka's.
We're here.
Even Durin did more, and he just showed up.
Traveler and Paimon.
He had no like connection other than Varka asking him to come help. Well, I guess technically RERIR and Rhine-Daughter have a connection. There's some connection.
Perfect timing. We were literally just saying how there's no way we're holding this victory feast without you any longer, and we would have postponed it till tomorrow.
Yehoda!
How are you feeling today?
Much better. Thanks. Don't worry about me.
Relieved to hear it. If that changes, just let me know. Happy to check you over at any time.
Yep, we're here for you. Anything you need, just let us know.
Oh wait, where's Nefer?
How are her eyes doing?
Nefer's right over there.
How is
I'm sure
Nefer's
she'd love
eyes?
to catch up with you.
How is Nefer's eyes? Tell me now. I gotta lower my desk a little. There we go. Oops, sorry. Yehoda! Oh. Oh, is it gonna do the same cutscene again? Did I? Oh no, it's skip. Sorry, I didn't mean to do the same cutscene. I thought it was gonna let me talk to Yehoda.
Relief to hear. Yep.
Oh wait, where's Nefer?
How are her eyes?
Nefer's right over. I'm sure she'd love.
Okay, we're good. All right, don't talk to Yehoda again. Got it. Oh, Dory's here. Misclick. I'm sorry. Nefer, my Pookie, are you okay?
Nefer!
Yay, her eyes look okay.
Traveler, Paimon, are you recovering well?
Much better, thanks to a good rest. You're looking well too.
Turns out that moon chanter has some real talent after all. My eyes were mostly recovered after just a couple days rest.
It won't be. It wasn't the first time, and
now.
it won't be the last.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful. Lauma says not to strain your eyes while they're still healing.
Yes, thank you. I'm well aware.
Yehoda's such a caring subordinate.
Yehoda, could I borrow you for a moment? I could do with an extra pair of hands.
Oh, sure. Coming. Did you hear that? I gotta go help Lauma for a second. You guys chat among yourselves. I'll grab us some drinks on the way back. Paimon, you still like 'em sweet?
Yehoda's so sweet.
Make it extra sweet, cause Paimon's earned it. Sure thing.
She's like, did you hear that? I gotta go help Llama. She's so excited about that. What's on your mind?
The Raker of Solnari. Kind of a snake, don't you think?
More of a wolf in my mind.
No, definitely a snake. A poisonous one who spewed his venomous hatred everywhere. Anyone who seeks revenge out of hatred for other people has become a snake. That's something my dad used to say.
I mean, I guess Nefer would know. She kind of followed down that path a little bit too. When she lost her sight with how the Nod-Krai story had been going, you thought it was like, yeah. So I definitely had that thought for a second. I was like, wow, shoot, they could easily make this permanent. And then I was like, but you can play as her, and she's not blind. And I feel like Hoyo's doesn't really make permanent changes like that to playable characters, right? Like in other games, we've been able to have playable characters and Hoyo has killed them off, right? Like HI3 specifically, it happens all the time. Star Rail, it happened with Tingyun. Before we found out that she somehow survived. But for a while, we were like, Tingyun is dead, and she's. But as far as I know, in Genshin, that has never happened. No playable character has undergone a permanent transformation. So I guess that would have been a first for sure. But I was like, yeah, that probably won't, right? Guess he didn't like seeing people go down the path of vengeance.
Perhaps. I'm sure it sounds like a very wise and open-hearted perspective to your ears. But me? I think hatred is a
Someone
perfectly
in ZZZ losing a limb.
emotion.
Yeah, I think Zenless is definitely like the more experimental of the major Hoyo games right now.
What else is left
So I
when
could
everything you
see
depended
them
on in
doing
life
something
gets
like that.
stripped away?
Zenless.
Something's gotta fuel that drive to keep on living.
Now look at your life. I see a lot of things that you can depend on.
If you're worried about me, you can nip that in the bud. I'm not someone who gets stuck in the past. It's just... I suddenly feel like I was wrong to call my father a liar. He was just a fool. That's why the academia turned their back
Hi
on
Bang,
him,
how's it going?
and why the other tribes ganged up on him. Oh, father. How much better things could have been if you were a skilled liar.
He was a good person. They made Nefer permablind. They could have given her a cool blindfold. Dude, true. You know, do you guys like when characters, you can't see their eyes? Is there like a bit of like cool mystery to it? Like, if Jing Liu has a blindfold, I know Chang Li in Wuthering Waves puts a blindfold on when her like stacks increase, which is pretty cool. I think there's something about like a face covering. I personally like it the other way around. I like when characters have like a mask, like a face mask. and their eyes are the only thing that's showing, it makes their eyes like even more striking. Like someone like Shinobu is a good example.
Look at the ibis.
I'm doing
King.
well, Bang. Thanks for asking.
Thoth is a fiendishly cunning liar. And yet, strangely, he feels more like a father to me than my real dad ever was. He's never brought it up, but I'd bet he feels the same way. Why else would he give me the power to perceive the truth, while at the same time training me in the art of deception?
Well, sadly, I've never heard the Ibis King's voice. What is he actually like?
Well, King Deshret banished him to Aru, which is essentially a prison, and posed 3 questions to him. He promised that he'd have his freedom if he could find the answers.
Jet for sure. Yeah, Jet's another good example of like face coverings. Jet is super pretty. I really wish they would make Jet like a... I think Jet as a playable character would be cool. What are you looking for today, Patsu? Let's see. Who are you missing? B? Is B the one you're missing? Just B. Yeah. Uh-oh. Fingers crossed for you, gamer. It's the last one. Oh, you got Tofi. Oh. You already had her, but, you know, it's still fun. Next time. Next time. Good morning, Potts. I hope you're feeling better. You passed your sick on. Unfortunately. Gaming. Apex is super fun last night, though. You speed ran? Did I take it? Did I, like, siphon it off of you? Jesus Christ. You were surprised I didn't. Yeah, I feel like Genshin isn't very experimental when it comes to stuff. They're pretty slow to make changes. You can see that in the way that it takes them a while to make quality of life updates. Star Rail is decently fast. ZZZ is the fastest. Zenless is always pushing the boundaries of stuff. So if we see something experimental, I'm fully expecting to see it in Zenless first. Yeah, I also love Zenless. I think when I decided to switch my channel back towards gacha stuff, I think the #1 thing I was most excited about was that would mean that I would be forced to play more Zenless, because I think ZZZ has definitely got like potential, like the most potential. Genshin is 6 patches into its story, and ZZZ is only into 2. You got to the point in ZZ where you're doing the Cheesetopia event. Wait, I haven't been able to keep up with the events. Is that going on right now? I need to go check the old events. But I'm on the 2.3 story in Zenless now, I think. So we're gonna be doing that after I finish up this today.
His response.
Just a
was to
spoiler
take on a
warning for
physical
later for
form
you
and approach
guys.
me,
I
hoping
highly
I could become
recommend
his envoy in search for one of the answers on
ZZZ
his
to
behalf.
people if they haven't checked it out. It's permanent? Okay, that's good. Well, I know they're taking sort of like the Wuwa and Stario route with Zenless, where events that come out have temporary rewards, and if you don't do them while they're temporary, you just don't get the extra Primo Gems, basically. But you can still do the event and get some rewards. So you'll get less if you wait, but you can still do them. Honestly, I feel like Genshin should do the same thing with other events, because there are actually story events like the old summer events and like the end of year events and the Lantern Rite events that actually some of them include some important story beats, especially the Albedo one. I know a lot of people talk about the Albedo one as a big point of conflict. There's actually like important lore behind Albedo and Rhine-Daughter tied to a limited story quest, which is kind of cringe. They should really bring all those back and just have reduced reward. But I don't know. Genshin may never ever do that ever, which is sad. Been on ZZZ since Xbox launch. Yeah, take your time with it. Luckily, if you're playing it like consistently, it's easy to catch up. But if you're playing a lot of other games at the same time, it's really hard to keep up with gacha games. So I can totally understand. You burp and take a warm shower. Good luck, gamer. Not good luck. Yeah, I've been playing ZZZ since day one. I think I streamed it the day it came out, and I've really been loving it ever since. But I haven't been able to keep up with the story in the last year or so, so I'm doing my catch up now. But Genshin, I'm usually pretty caught up.
I'd fall for that? He's stuck
I'm usually
there.
pretty caught up on
He
Genshin.
can't make me
ZZZ, I'm only
return
like
what he
2
gave to
patches
me.
behind. Star Rail, I normally, until Amphorius, I was always current with Star Rail. Genshin and Star Rail, I was always current. But Star Rail Amphorius was really making me fall asleep. So I took a break, and now I'm 6 patches behind. So I'll have to do that off stream. It's gonna take too long to do it on stream. Star Rail is gonna be off stream probably for a while until we catch up on Genshin and ZZZ. And then once we have nothing left to do on story except for Star Rail, then maybe we'll play Star Rail. But I'll still be playing a little bit off stream. So you guys won't catch everything. Haven't played ZZZ since August or really any games. Yeah, that's okay. Take a break. I've also been playing a lot more like Final Fantasy 14 lately, so that takes a lot of time as well. And Uma Musume I've been keeping up with, so it's a lot. And Apex. I've been playing a lot of Apex as well. I would say Apex, Genshin, and Final Fantasy 14 have just sucked up like 85 to 90% of my free time. So ZZZ has been getting most of the bulk of the rest. But there's a character I really want in Wuthering Waves coming out tomorrow. So I'm going to try to play a little bit more Woo-Wah in the next couple weeks so that I can try to pull it. Genshin and Star Rail are part of your daily grind, building your Raiden team. Oh yeah, wait, who's on the Raiden team? That's fun. I know Raiden's a bit of an older character now, but she can still be really useful. Her off-field Electro is like incredibly useful. I really like building like Hyper Bloom Raiden. I know it's not like the best, but I think it's hilarious. You just build super high EM and then you do like Nahida, and you can use like, have you ever heard of Sniper Nahida? You just take a picture of someone with your camera and like while you have Raiden's thing going up, and you just get an aggravate trigger that just kills like almost everybody. It's great. You like take a picture of them and they just explode. It's so funny. Yeah, I reckon I definitely think there's a lot of ZZZ characters coming out soon as well that I'm really excited about. I know the Hoop Girl is coming out soon, and also the new Yunquei Summit Master is coming out soon, and both of them are really, really pretty. So I'm gonna try to pull for both of them. I might have to redo my Welkin Moon for ZZZ. Maybe I'll do that today, just to like encourage me to keep opening the game every day. What are we talking about again with Nefer? Oh yeah, her dad and stuff. Oh wait. Response was to take on a physical form and approach me, hoping that I could become his envoy and search for one of the answers on his behalf. Do you really think I'd fall for that? He's stuck there. He can't make me return what he gave. Sounds like he was nice enough to you. You definitely sound like father and daughter.
So that's enough for you to decide he's nice, is it? He's a prisoner, and he was scared. So he decided to perform some good deeds to win people's approval. He lives in fear because he's a deceiver. How is RERIR any different? You can't
Anime
work
fan,
as a
how's it
spy
going?
your whole life and expect a happy ending.
The lyric, I appreciate.
It's preposterous.
Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you.
Liars live
We're
in
just
the
going through the
darkness of
Genshin
their own
Nod-Krai story.
making.
We're pretty much at the end
Still
of the Act
human
4 story
nature
right here.
told to go on living.
But after this, we're gonna
They
be opening
say
up
that a
Zenless and
liar's
Zero to work
soul
on the
is
story.
The
on
most
it.
worthless thing in the world. What do you think?
I have to disagree.
Oh, really? Well, it takes a very kind person to find compassion even for liars. If you ask me, the soul of a liar really is worth nothing. Because all they care about is themselves.
I personally think there are worse people than liars.
For example, when something good falls into my lap, I don't go sharing the news around. Stops other people trying to steal it from me.
I have a feeling some people over there may have overheard that.
So be it. They have sharp ears. I can't keep anything from them.
Is that your way of saying you've warmed up to them now?
Oh, is that what it looks like?
What it looks like is you're starting to see us as your friends.
Well, you all know my past now. And I can't simply eliminate everyone who knows too much. So I guess I just have to put up with you. For the foreseeable future, at least. When you find yourself in a situation you can't control, The safest play is to keep calm and start monitoring everyone involved like a hawk. In the intelligence
Yeah, but
realm,
Nefer, you know
you
none
need
of
to
these
have a
people are
sense
gonna do
of
anything to hurt
perspective.
you. Unless
Play
you,
your
like,
hand
go
accordingly.
evil.
If you understand what's at stake, please ensure my secret is safe with you. I trust you'll respect my wishes as a friend. But don't forget, I will also be watching you like a hawk.
Sure.
Very good.
Oh wait! Now that the panic's over and we've all calmed down, Paimon suddenly remembered something.
Oh, what is it?
After all that build-up, our mystery ally never showed up even once.
Oh, I thought it was Arlecchino. Was it not? Or was it Nicole, maybe? Oh shit, we still don't know who it was? I bet you it was Nicole. Oh, noise is coming from indoors.
Huh? Am I imagining things?
Or maybe Alice?
So, that close colleague who stayed behind with you? What's he been up to recently?
Don't know, don't care. I get more normal human interaction from hanging out with Bosco too than him.
Is it Dottore?
Although, now you mention it, he hasn't bothered me in a while. I wonder if...
If he's disappeared without a trace, it's the biggest gift he ever gave to the world. But I somehow doubt that's what's going on. He won't lie low forever. So we'd better stay on guard.
Oh, please tell me it's not Dottore. Brother. That guy's a freak! Listen to what everyone is talking about. Varka.
How have you been holding up? Any adverse reactions? If you start to take a turn for the worse, make sure you tell me right away.
You don't need to worry about me, Grandmaster. I'm fine. I mean, I barely did anything, so...
What? You're too humble, young
Varka's the one who barely did anything.
You played an indispensable role in the battle for Nod-Krai. We can't thank you enough for your support. Sometimes, when people praise you, it's because you deserve it. The best thing is to accept it calmly and with grace. It's important to learn how to respond to words of admiration.
Let's do a quick demonstration. Albedo, that was an incredible feat of alchemy. The pressure was on, but you worked flawlessly at lightning speed to get the job done.
Thank you. I can't take all the credit, though. Durin played a big part in forming the alchemical array.
See? Did you catch that? A masterclass in how to take a compliment.
Okay, yeah. I did work pretty hard to help prepare for the battle. No point denying that.
Durin learning about how to interact with people. It's pretty cute. Seriously, great work, everyone. You all outdid yourselves.
Hey, look who's bounced back. Looking good, Traveler.
Seems like you've recovered. You won't need to take any more medication.
Can I get you a drink?
Huh? You know how to order at a bar now? You've sure learned a lot recently.
Handling a drinks order is ridiculously simple compared to alchemy. Don't worry, I'll blend into society yet.
Paimon believes it. You're clearly a fast learner, just like your brother. To be totally honest, though, Paimon didn't quite follow all the details when you first explained the plan to us.
Don't worry, that's completely understandable. Unless you're a student of alchemy, it's hard to grasp the principle and how the process works.
It's hard to grasp the principle.
To put it in the simplest terms, we saw how our enemy stole the power of Kuvaki. And that gave us the idea of stealing his power to turn it against him. When facing an enemy you have no hope of defeating, it's best not to engage them in battle. So, instead of looking for a way to overpower him, we decided to help Columbina get strong enough to at least stand up to him in a fight. For this to work, we had to analyze his modes of attack, confirm who his main target was, and make sure that he wouldn't go beyond the range of the alchemical array. For added security, we prepared a total of 4 arrays. But to mitigate the impact of the battle, we identified one location in particular as the ideal spot, which is where the confrontation took place. The alchemical array absorbed his abyssal power. Then Durin processed it to render it usable by Columbina. That power enabled her to do what would otherwise have been nigh on impossible.
What surprised me was that Dainsleif actually agreed to join us. Given his history with RERIR, he had every right to sit this one out. But we're extremely
I like how
grateful for the
Columbina
decision he
opened the
made.
gate, but Dainsleif was just like effortlessly holding it open. Like, how much power does Dane have? It's crazy. Friending a former friend in battle. That can't have been easy.
It must have been a painful choice to make. But I'm sure that making a decision was far better for him than staying in limbo.
Absolutely. He was torn between two paths, but in the end, he made his choice and stuck to it resolutely. He doesn't strike me as the sort of person who'd stay trapped in limbo for long. Anyway, however you cut it, everyone gave a stellar performance. And now, it's time to kick back and celebrate.
Who are we gonna talk to next? I want to talk to Yehoda again. Oh, never. Lord Sangama Bay.
Oh, Lord Sangama Bay. How lovely to see you. I must thank you for the device you provided. It was an enormous help. Would I be right in thinking that it was developed by the Academia?
Why come and ask me when you clearly know already?
I mostly came to thank you.
That's more like it. A little gratitude goes a long way with Lord Sangama Bay. Play your cards right, and you might even stand a chance of becoming my long-term supplier.
The chance to work with such a kind and charitable investor as yourself would be a great honor for the Curatorium.
Huh? Charitable? Who said anything about charity? First time hearing about it.
Let's see. The first plot of land you purchased in Nod-Krai, your desert interests, and...
Stop! What do you think you're doing? Exposing my investment history!
It's nothing to hide from. They're all perfectly legitimate investments. And some of the land you purchased was with the intent of building a sanctuary? Yes, I heard about that.
What's wrong
too.
with building a sanctuary?
How did you...
You're a curious case, Lord Sangama Bay. You don't like people finding out about your good deeds, do you? But I'm afraid no matter how hard you try to keep things under wraps, where there's a will, there's a way. You did it for Sumeru, didn't you?
It was empty land that was gonna go to waste otherwise. I figured if I built something there, it might at least get some use in an emergency. Disasters are capricious things. They strike without any warning. I've lost family to a disaster before, and I don't want to lose any friends or business partners if I can help it. My elder sister used to dream of finding a sanctuary. Somewhere with plenty of food, water, and medicine. Where everyone could live happy lives. It was something I looked into. But after discussing things with the Dendro Archon, I decided on a more effective strategy. The tech people handled the tech, and Moneybags provided the Mora. It just made the most sense.
It's a pity that so few people know the truth about you. Everyone says that you view everything in terms of Mora, and all you care about is growing your own wealth.
So, what's the problem with that? Everyone wants to be rich. It's human nature. So yes, I love Mora, and it's nothing to be ashamed of.
But surely you have dreams of your own beyond just making Mora.
You don't get it, do you? My dream is to invest in other people's dreams. And, you know, make a nice little slice for myself along the way. Just thinking about it makes me happy. That sweet, sweet sound of Mora.
Thank you.
For the device?
And the pendant.
Oh, that. I was just returning a favor. Don't worry about it.
Seems like we've both been away from home for a very long time.
Yeah. So long that I barely remember what my family even looked like.
That would be your mother, father, and sister?
Yeah, though it's been years since my sister passed away. It's not like I want to forget them, obviously, but memory can be even more ruthless than the most calculating business person. Beyond a certain point, if something isn't helping you, it just gets rid of it. My sister can't help me now. Slowly but surely, her face is fading from my mind's eye.
It's become a vague impression.
Not everything will fade. When loved ones pass away, the beautiful memories are the ones that last the longest.
Yeah, that's true. If you ask me, that's the one silver lining in all of it.
Well, that, plus, I'm sure that life is much better now than it was back then.
Oh, absolutely. I have tons of Mora, a big beautiful house, business is booming, and I'm as happy as can be. You've got a lot going for you too. Boss of the Curatorium of Secrets? I'm sure there's plenty of Mora to be made in that line of work.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
It's the Curatorium of Secrets.
That's the only reason you're here.
Yes, I've thought a lot about it. And I've realized that you, me, and Arlecchino should be friends.
Aww.
I think this is very important. So I felt I had to come and tell you.
Hi, Sakura. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for the follow.
Well, this is a new one. I'm so moved. I can't even hold my teacup. If that's all, you can leave now.
Columbina's so cute. I think we should all be friends.
Do you not want to be friends with me? Or is it that you prefer being coworkers?
What is this, Columbina? Are you deliberately testing my patience threshold? Right now, my politeness module is active. But if you say another word, I swear I'll shut it down.
If your politeness module was active, wouldn't you say the word please at some point?
Polonia, please see Lady Columbina to the door.
Will you still invite me to your next tea party?
What?
Yes, I think you will. Bye-bye, dear Sandrone.
I like how Polonia's like, it's okay, I know. You're being a tsundere. Catching up with a friend? Hope I'm not interrupting.
Last time, the Wild Hunt escorted you out. Would you rather I handled it myself this time? We just wanted to, see how you were doing now that it's all over. Why? Out of concern for my safety? I hope you didn't seriously think that the RERIR of Silnari would be able to lay so much as a finger upon me, given how prepared I was.
Mostly because you kind of helped us out, so we just wanted to check you were okay. Looks like all your robots are fixed, huh?
Spy books and teacups on the table. Afternoon tea. So we are interrupting after all.
Oh, don't you worry about that. Tea time is already a write-off. The visitor before you managed to kill my appetite. If you're in the mood for tea, go ahead and help yourself. Otherwise, it's going to waste. My coasters are still missing in action, though. Use this notebook instead.
Eh?
Whoa! Pretty hefty notebook. Look at all those calculations.
You can ignore those. They're just dumb scribblings. I doodle and write in my free time. Sometimes I remember the distant, dreamlike past. Sometimes I imagine the far-flung future. And other times, I grit my teeth and note down all the crazy nonsense going on in the present. Some people do the crosswords in the newspaper. This is my equivalent of that.
She's like, this is how I get my rage out.
Trying to predict the future is like daydreaming. And writing about the present just makes me furious. The past is my favorite. If nothing else, it's already set in stone, so I don't have to rack my brains trying to figure it all out. Huh. Although, having said that, the only vaguely interesting memory in my past is probably that guy they call Lord Artificer.
Yeah, there we go. More World Quest tie-ins. Elaine Guillotin?
Who else? Pretty much all the mecha and Fontaine are his personal handiwork.
Hi, Jelly. Thank you for the lyric.
Wait, are you saying you know him? Like, personally? As a friend?
I mean, I guess we were friendly enough.
So you've actually met him? But he lived hundreds of years ago.
Yep. In fact, I'm probably the only normal person left who knew him at all. We used to chat occasionally back when he was still around. Before he passed away, he asked me to destroy all his manuscripts.
Those of you guys who did not do the Fontaine World Quests, there was a World Quest in Fontaine that involved this guy and his sister. and we basically like helped her, like this storybook, like weird phenomenon going on with her, and she looks exactly like Sandrone. So the theory was that Sandrone either is her that was turned into a mecha, or just made in the likeness of her.
I honored his request, but I did read through everything first.
Hi
before
Blobby, how you
destroying
doing? Good morning.
I mean, I couldn't let the genius of Lord Artificer Alain Guillotin disappear like that. Would have been such a waste.
So, that's where the formulas in your notebook are from?
I just told you.
Morning
Those are my
coffee,
equivalent
hell
of
yeah.
crossword puzzles. They're just dumb formulas that I solve for fun when I'm bored. Alain's work was like epic poetry. The formulas in my notebook are just silly little riddles in comparison. Not that there's anything bad about them. I mean, at least solving those riddles isn't going to hurt anyone. Except me, because I lose a few brain cells in the process.
I love Sandrone. I really can't wait for her to come
Anyway,
out. I
while
hope
we're
she's
on the topic,
playable.
I might as well tell you about what happened to him and his friends. Alain Guillotin had two close buddies, Renee and Jacob.
Okay.
They spent their childhood
This
years
is the
together
picture.
in the Narzissenkreuz Institute.
This girl, I think, was his sister Mary? I think? And that's who looks like Sandra. Quite the character, agreed. I really like her a lot. I'm a fan. She's really cute, so
They
it
were
works
all
out.
quite competitive, so there was some rivalry between them. But it was a friendly rivalry.
But this Ocean Knight, I think, was the one that was involved in that story quest. And that's where we saw this picture.
But beneath the friendship and the rivalry ran something deeper, a sense of nostalgia for the past. Unfortunately, childhood would end, the prophecy would come true, the apocalypse would arrive, and the future would never be.
Hi, Lumen.
A mad dream that would normally only capture the minds of lunatics begin to take root in their hearts. A dream of saving the world. And if Renee and Alain had been people of lesser wits, that dream would probably have ended up as something for them to joke about in their older years. But alas, they were some of the sharpest minds around. They nurtured that dream.
Yeah,
with
you
full
got
power of
it.
their intellect.
Yippee!
And it grew into something that ate away at their souls. The first of them to fall under its spell was Renee. Against Alain's wishes, he persisted in experimenting on a mutual friend of theirs to try and save their life. Alain did not approve and parted ways with Renee. It's complicated. Alain wanted to believe that Renee only did what he did for the sake of their friendship. But when he told me about what happened, I could tell he still had some suspicions about Renee's motives. Perhaps the seed that would grow into a nightmare had already sprouted in Renee's mind. Even then. The next time they met, Renee's soul had been completely engulfed by the dream of salvation. His futile attempt to change the
that's
tide of
right.
fate
I
only
forgot Renee
resulted
was
in a
involved in
wave
the
that
tower.
swallowed up the world. And although that wave died down eventually, I hear that it just recently came back with a vengeance.
Yeah. Dad, I forgot about all that.
As I
Man, this is 2
understand,
expansions.
Renee wanted to live out his dream of salvation once more.
I think this was the last step of that Narcissan cruise. Ordo quest was fighting this guy
But
off.
I'm told that the attempted resurgence finally died out for good. At long last, Renee awoke from his deluded dream. Though of course by then it was far too late. What do you think of Renee? Do you admire his transcendent genius? His view that any price was worth paying to achieve the lofty goal of saving the world? Or do you despise him? Dismiss him as an evil madman who wrought havoc on the lives of everyone around him.
Oh,
as he pursued his
yeah,
delusional
if you haven't
dream.
done the Fontaine World Quest line, it's incredibly long, by the way. It's like multi-part, like it's like 3 or 4 part, incredibly long world quest, but it really ties in with a lot of stuff that's going to tie in the future. And I didn't know that it actually tied it in the main story until today, until just now. But it makes sense because at the end, during that quest, we got info on Alan, and and we saw pictures of what looked like Sandrone. So the theory up until now had been that Sandrone was his sister, but I'm thinking that maybe she was just a really smart mecha who was made in the image of his sister, maybe, because there was also records of his sister dying, so her body could have been used for something else. We don't know if her memories continued on. Hi Al, how's it going?
Same difference, really. Just a matter of perspective. What a cop-out. But I suspect you'd have
When
a
do
more
I become a
incisive
Japanese
and
idol?
insightful answer
Ooh.
if we dug into it
When will I become a
further.
Japanese idol? That's a good question. I don't know. That'd be a fun like outfit. Japanese idol arc. That'd be fun. That'd be a really cute like alternate outfit, I think, or like art or something I could get of like an idol. I'd have to get like a design for like an idol. That'd be super cute though. That's a good idea. I have a feeling though I think it would have to start with some art. Wonder what is the prerequisites for a Japanese idol?
I don't like fanatics who give up their whole lives for their ideology. Nor do I like fools who let their delusions take control. Maybe I could understand if Renee had just been an ordinary person. But he
That sounds
had a
cute.
sage-like intellect. And still managed to get himself lost in the labyrinth of his own desires. Anyway, that's enough about Renee. Now, moving on to Alain Guillotin. He managed to put a stop to the first storm whipped up by Renee. But after that, Alain lost his friends and family. To his credit, I suppose, the loss of his family and friends was purely a tragic accident. It's not like Alain sacrificed them for his cause or anything. After that, the only thing supporting his work was the same dream that had dragged his closest friend down to the abyss. But although the desire to save Fontaine drove him to found the Fontaine Research Institute, Alain continued to reject any form of transcendental knowledge or power. He was suspicious and fearful of it, having seen the way it had affected his closest friend. I think that formulas and machines derived solely from human intellect were the only thing that gave him a sense of spiritual comfort. Yet Alain's intellect was simply too great. It barely left him space to breathe in his lifetime. Once he realized that the end of his life was approaching, he finally accepted the truth. The Nod-Krai Institute needed someone, and a human being, to see its story through to the end. He quit working on his formulas, trading them in for the fairy tales that had played such a formative role in his childhood, but which he barely touched in his adult life. He told me that the director of the Nod-Krai Institute used to read those fairy tales to the children as bedtime
That Oceanid.
stories. Apparently, they worked wonders at sending kids off to sleep. I think that all he wanted at that time in his life was to be able to sleep deeply without being plagued by depression. By that point, nothing else really mattered. At the very end, he laid down to rest in the ruins of the former Nod-Krai Institute orphanage, while the Fontaine Research Institute he had founded continued tirelessly with its work. Many years after that, tensions over competing dreams would once again cause a rift, this time between members of the Fontaine Research Institute. But the actions of those fools had nothing at all to do with Alain. And that is the story of two people from the Nod-Krai Institute who both wanted to save the world.
Thank you for the
One went all in on
expeditions.
his fantasy of salvation without ever looking back, and ended up calmly sinking to the bottom of the deepest sea. The other sought desperately to burn bright in his life, even though he wasn't sure where he was going. I do sometimes wonder, why is it that people like them have such grand hopes of saving the world? Even the grandest tree starts as a tiny seed. So perhaps, for each of them, their mission to save the world began with a very simple desire: to save themselves. They were young children with friends and family who mattered to them, desires to explore the meaning of life, ambitions to have a successful career. They didn't want to see all of that taken away in one fell swoop. Or maybe they just wanted to find something to anchor themselves within the chaos, to stop them getting quietly swept away by the storms of life. But instead, the search for their own salvation took them down the rocky road laid out by fate. Do you think the desire to save oneself is enough of a justification to try and save the world?
Yeah, I think that's enough.
The way you said that sounded just like Alain. I asked him the same question back when he was in his prime, putting all of his energy into his work. He gave the exact same answer as you did. No elaboration, just a quick short answer before getting right back to his work. He was always that way. All right, tea time's over. I owe Arlecchino a favor for telling me these stories. I'll have to bring a whole sack of gifts the next time I visit the house of the... I'm gonna go tinker with Polonia now. You guys can do whatever you want, as long as it doesn't involve interrupting me. Polonia, exit hibernation mode. Begin diagnostics.
Was he hibernating the whole time? So he wasn't actually gonna kick Bina out.
Fearless.
Wait, is that it? Oh, there's nothing for me to go do. That's it! We finished! Oh my gosh, wow, that was, ooh. I feel like I was, not that it was boring, but it was just so much exposition. Wow, oh, 500 primos for doing it? Damn. That was definitely worth it. And I get it up here as well. We did it! That was so much exposition. Holy moly. Oh my god, we have more wishes. How many do we have? 255? 255 wishes? The next character we want to pull for is Yehoda. Endurance banner. We'll pull until we get Yehoda. And if we get Yehoda early, we'll go for a couple copies. We'll probably do like 50 or 60 pulls on Yehoda banner. And just call it there. And then after that is Bina. And after that is maybe, depending on who the Leeway and Lantern Rite character that comes out is, we might pull for the Lantern Rite character. And then after that is Sandrone, and then Nicole and Alice. So that's like our list of upcoming characters that we want. But we did it. We finished. We're done skis. Done with the story. Next time we play Genshin, it'll be... Probably next time we play Genshin on stream might be 6.2. B. Okay, nice. Let's play ZZZ. Let's play Zenless Zone Zero. Go. Just can hear it. Would you mind? Okay, let's get the audio sorted. Nice, only an hour. It only took us about an hour, so that's good. Where did we leave off on ZZZ story is a great question. Last thing we did, I believe, we solved the issue in the peninsula. We went in and we beat up that miasmic fiend that apparently was using Shifu's, Yishuen's, like, memories or something to, like, empower herself. We're gonna be messing with the audio a lot, by the way. Okay, the audio is a little loud on my side, but it's really quiet for you. Oh, it's you, Junior. Do you need something from me? What's up? Look like you want to say something. Come on, tell me. I've got your back. Actually, there's something I wanted to ask you, Senior. Has Wise been coming to see you a lot lately? Oh, you're asking about that? Well, since I flunked arithmetic, cramming at the last minute wasn't going to cut it anymore. So I asked Wise to tutor me. Wise is tutoring you? It's actually the opposite, isn't it? Eh? What do you mean? I tell Fufu about my recent observations. When Wise goes to see Fufu, he often brings snacks. No matter how you look at it, Wise seems more like the one asking for favors. Hi, Kita! How's it going? And Senior, you were answering everything so smoothly just now. Looks like Wise was prepared for this. Yeah, oh really? I'm glad. Yeah, I'm a little bit behind on the story, but we're trying to catch up slowly. Yeah, good to see you. Yeah, I love ZZZ. I haven't played it on stream that often, but I have been playing it for a hot minute now. Well, I've been playing since it came out, but I've just gotten a little bit behind. Wow, I can't believe you figured that out. You siblings combined must have like 1,000 tricks up your sleeve. Well, what happened? Are you caught up on the story, Kita? Alright, I'll tell you. It's about the perception technique. Although Shifu taught Wise the perception technique already, the flow of energy in his body hasn't been smooth, so I'm trying to figure out a way to help him. Wish you could say your account was free. Nah, that's okay. Nothing wrong with spending money on the things you enjoy. That's what I do. I spend money on things I enjoy. All he told me was that he never gets the chance to use it. Hey now, don't worry. Your brother's just moving at his own pace. Even if you're blood relatives, everyone's different, you know? It's just that Wise said he didn't want you to hold you back. Plus, after Ferox caught you both in the hollow, he got pretty spooked. He was worried that when you need his help in the future, he wouldn't be able to step up. That's why I helped keep it under wraps. See. Well, is there anything I can help with? He's been making crazy progress these days. He'll get the hang of it in no time. Just act like nothing's up, okay? Oh, and if you've got time, could you grab me some Wu-Tang root from Peace Herbal? There's an old recipe from Yunquei Summit that combines Wu-Tang root with other herbs into a paste to make meridian flow patches. They boost blood circulation and work wonders for perception techniques. I plan to get Wise some too. Oh, okay. I'll go get some of those herbs for you right away. I loved you, Fufu. She's so cute. But my favorite character is Sweetie. Hello, Sweetie. How are you? I gotta do my daily hello. Hi, Sweetie. Okay, now we can go.
Good morning.
Oh, I thought you were Zhao. I got jump scared. Wait a second. Shelbu isn't near the shop entrance. Is he grabbing medicine inside? Oh, come to think of it, I can faintly hear voices coming from inside. Auntie Fong, I had no idea your husband and Grand Shifu were fellow disciples back in the day. Unexpected bond indeed. That's right. Even though I've left the sect later on, our bonds remain strong. You're Shifu's generation of disciples. We practically watched them grow up, you know. Your favorite character is Sokaku? Yes, yes. Or Lucia? Yes. They're both so cute. I was really torn. I almost pulled for Lucia. I was really close, but I was playing and I was like, oh, I'll think about it. And then I logged on the day after and I was like, oh wait, that was the last day of her banner. Oops. So unfortunately I didn't pull for Lucia, but she's so cute. Don't understand how to use her. She's great with Miyabi, I think, right? Because she's ice. Yeah, Sokaku's really cute. I really like their dynamic. Because she's part of Section 6, right? I'm pretty sure. Such a shame about young Yi Zhang. Gone too soon. I heard she exhausted her life force using the Qingming sword to save Waifei Peninsula. The Qingming sword is a legendary weapon beyond compare. To harness such power, one must be willing to pay the price. It hasn't been easy, that's for sure. But from what you just told me, the Qingming sword has found a new master. Looks like Yunquei Summit's legacy is in good hands. Yes, very good indeed. Who is this guy? Oh, it's Xiuyan. Oh, I forgot about him. Junior Bell, what are you doing here? Oh, I'm here to pick up some medicine. Are you alright, Senior? Are you unwell? Nothing major. I just haven't been sleeping well lately, so I'm here to get some medicine. It's an old problem. What are you here for, Junior? Wu-Tang Root. Oh, they're out of Wu-Tang Root. Next week, restock. Please come back then. You're here to sleep? Okay. Yeah, ZZZ, of course. Of course, Tini. Get your Z's in. While we ZZZ it up. It's perfect. Does it take that long? Is there any other way to buy it? Young lady, don't worry. You can ask around Sailoon Bay. The Wu-Tang Root grows by the water. While it's used as medicine, us locals often dry it out and use it in dishes. But using Wu-Tang Root as medicine isn't quite the same as using it for food. Not sure if that'll work for you. Shoot, not too sure about that either. Junior, you must be after the Wu-Tang Root to make Meridian Flow patches, right? The kind used for food should be sufficient. Just that older Wu-Tang Roots are better, and if you haven't seen them in person before, they can be tricky to identify. If you don't mind, I can come with you. Oh, you're the best, Senior. Let's go then. I'm good, Teeny. How are you doing? I did wake up sick this morning though, so I've been trying to take it a bit easy today. So if at some point I stop voicing everything, I apologize. I will have run out of energy. Also, we might go short today. We'll see how we feel in like an hour. We might not go the full 4 hours today. Hi, Neme. Hey, Neme, are you there? Are you listening? I have a question for you, but I could just DM it to you. Yeah. Thanks, Teeny. I appreciate it. Oh, I love being in Sailoon Bay. Dante and Mello. What? Did I ask you if you wanted to join our static before? We may have a potential opening for the next tier. I don't know if you were interested. We usually meet Wednesday nights 6 to 8 Pacific time and Friday nights same time. But I can't remember what you said last time I asked. I feel like that time didn't work for you.
Come.
Hello. Back to Mello. Hey Val, what brings you to Sailoon Bay? Do you know where I can get Wu-Tang Root in Sailoon Bay? What's the role? It depends. We're still sorting that out right now. You need Wu-Tang Root? Got plenty at home. My mom dried a bunch. Though that stuff's bitter. It tastes awful if you ask me. We're buying this for medicine, not as a snack. Oh, that sounds okay then. Come over to my place to get them. You fixed my toy before, and I won't charge you for you anything. Plus, it's better if you take more. It saves me from my mom trying to force them on me every day. We may have a tank opening, we may have a melee opening, and we may have a healer opening, depending on how people want to shuffle around their roles for the next tier. So it's pretty up in the air at the moment about for our static. Hello, how you doing? Send the box down here. Hold on, let me remove these things off the top. Stairs and DPS. It depends. It depends. I need to talk with some people about roles that they want to play. Some people want to stay. Some people want to switch. Some people are on the fence. So it's still all up in the air. But we do have like 8 or 9 weeks before we're gonna start the next. Honestly, we might even not start in 8 or 9 weeks. It might be more like 3 or 4 months. So, there definitely won't be a caster role open. That's for sure. We actually are running dual caster. So even if we lose a caster, we would just shift into a dual melee role probably. So we have like 3 people that like playing caster in our static, so the caster spots will guaranteed be taken. Unfortunately. Melee's blah. I know you normally play tank though, right now. There might be a tank open. possibly. Like Fru with Picto. Yeah, you're always gonna have a Picto. Okay. Yeah, I'll message you later. And we're just doing. We've been talking lately in our static about getting ready for the next tier. You know, weighing everyone's like availability, seeing if people are still interested, and we'll still figure. We just started talking about it, so we'll have more info in the next couple weeks about like what role possibilities are open, or what spots are open, and so. We don't know anything for sure yet. Oh, watch out, there's centipedes. Several giant centipedes land on Mellow's arm, and both Senior Ye and you instinctively rush to help. Senior Ye brushes the centipedes off with his sleeve, but you aren't as nimble and get a nasty bite on your wrist. Centipedes bite? Not long after. Ouch, that big bump looks painful. I'm so sorry, Belle. It's my fault you got hurt. I got careless. It's fine. I can handle it. Junior, you were quick to react back there, but since you usually live in the city, you probably haven't dealt with these critters much. Can't be grabbing centipedes with your bare hands. Luckily, you're not allergic. I just applied some ointment. It'll be all healed up in 3 or 4 days. Oh, hold on. Don't hide your wrist in your sleeve. That won't help it recover. And the sleeve rubbing up against the swollen area will just make it feel worse. I bet Belle just doesn't want anyone to know about that embarrassing time she tried to grab a centipede with her bare hands. That's hardly embarrassing. Ugh, Mello, you happen to have any gauze at home? You mind bringing some over? Yeah, just give me a sec. Mello dashes into the house. Show me that wound. I'll patch you right up, then you can put your sleeve back down. Senior? I was wondering earlier why you'd need meridian flow patches when you've already mastered the perception technique. Now it makes sense. You were preparing them for your brother, weren't you? Senior, can I ask you something? To keep everything that happened today from Junior Wise? Don't worry. My lips are sealed. You agreed so quickly. Senior Fufu and Junior Yinhu might tell you just to tell the truth, but I have a younger sister too, so I know there are things that are actually harder to talk about with family. You have a little sister? Yeah, we joined the sect together as kids. But unlike me, she was far more talented. Is she the Yunque Summit Master girl that comes out later? You're being too modest, Senior. I'm not being modest. I used to slap on those meridian flow patches all the time back in the day. That's how I got so good at picking out the right herbs. Got him! I brought the gauze and scissors. As you're talking, Mello comes running back. Senior Yi first treats the wound, then helps you pick out some Wu-Tang roots. Alright, we're done. Let's head back to Swabian Temple. Big Sis Belle, come hang out with us again sometime. Gotta get some roots. Oh, it's Wise. Hey, gamer. Belle, where'd you run off to just now? I tried calling, but you didn't pick up. Oh, shoot, my phone was on silent. The inventory of videotapes at home wasn't adding up. I eventually found that you stuck their records on the HDD screen. Everything's fine now. Sorry, Junior Wise. I was just at Peace Herbal picking up some medicine. I ran into Belle there, and she helped me sort through the herbs. Thanks for helping me carry the medicine. I'll hand the Wu-Tang root to Senior Fufu, so don't worry about it. Thank you, Senior. I'll leave it to you. Senior Yi leaves. Senior Ye went to Peace Herbal to get medicine. Could it be because he's having trouble sleeping? Oh, you know about that too? Oh, I heard about it from Yinhu. Seems like Senior Ye's problem isn't just insomnia, or being a light sleeper. He's been having constant night terrors. Is there something bothering him? Oh, I don't know. You're usually so talkative. Didn't you talk with Senior Yi while getting herbs? Come to think of it, Senior Yi mentioned he had a sister. She's also a disciple of Yunque Summit. Oh, is that so? Since we're all part of the same sect now, perhaps we'll have a chance to meet in the future. Oh, it's almost time for Fufu's math training. Oh, Belle, I should get going. Yeah, I better hit those books hard. Yeah, I know. Wait, what do you mean I should study hard? Senior Fufu is the one who should be studying. Ugh, I'm heading out. Bye. Oh, wait, that's true. Other way around. Oh, why is you over here? I thought you went to Fufu's house or whatever. Why is this looking over a message from someone? His face is turning serious. Kind of look that says, here comes another tough job. Your proxy instincts are telling you to turn and walk away. Oh, Belle, good timing. Oh, talk about bad timing. The mayor sent a message earlier saying, give me a call when you both you siblings are together. An official message from the mayor usually means something big is about to happen. Should we contact him right away? Okay. Simulated signals from city administration surged through the encrypted line. After a few seconds of whispering white noise, a familiar image and voice emerged from the audiovisual device.
Hey kids, I trust you've been well. The miasma shrouding Lemnian Hollow still hasn't cleared, and since Waifei Peninsula is also a major production area for porcelain ore, I imagine the air quality there isn't so great.
Well, the air in the city isn't much better.
The city's air isn't great, but the real concern is the miasma still spreading through Waifei Peninsula. Do you have any plans to handle it, Mr. Mayor?
A close attendant friend of mine once told me that, as a senior, it's more friendly to start with some pleasantries before diving into the main topic. But enough small talk. I'm calling about the continued threat of the miasma and the danger still posed by the Exaltists. Miasma is a natural byproduct within the Hollows, a unique form of ether that causes more severe corruption effects than ordinary ether, producing even more powerful ethereals and sacrifices. That's nothing new to you two, Phaethon, but the miasma raging within Lemnian Hollow has far exceeded what natural seepage could produce.
It's because of the Exaltists. They've been using miasma to research and create sacrifices, which has caused miasma to spread rampantly within the Hollow.
That's right. From thwarting the Exaltists' plan to seize control of Waifei Peninsula to dismantling Porcelumex, everything you've done has surely dealt a major blow to the Exaltists' influence in the region.
But the root of Exaltist evil.
But the Exaltists' actions are still harming the people of Waifei Peninsula, and the miasma in Lemnian Hollow shows no sign of letting up.
Which brings me to the reason I'm troubling you both this time. The opportunity to root out that evil once and for all has finally arrived. Porcelumex's co-chief executive officer Ferox secretly allied with the Exaltists to carry out unlawful hollow experiments, seriously endangering the safety and interests of Waifei Peninsula's citizens and businesses. I'll spare you all the official jargon, but in short, Porcelumex's influence and control over Waifei Peninsula have been significantly restricted. But investigations and operations by the city government in Waifei Peninsula are still being hindered because another major player has rolled in. A defense force unit, led by Major General Lorenz, has been deployed to Waifei Peninsula over the past few days, imposing temporary military control to investigate Porcelumex and contain the Exaltist threat.
The defense force?
The defense force wasn't involved with the issues in Waifei Peninsula before, so why'd they show up now?
Waifei Peninsula is a key porcelain production area, after all, and has always been a highly contested prize amongst the city's various official powers. Besides protecting the city, everyone is eager to claim a bigger share of the wealth and influence it provides. Major General Lorenz is no easygoing man. Ruthless would be the mildest way to describe him when it comes to achieving his goals. According to my sources, he has a close personal relationship with Porcelumex's other co-chief executive officer, Lucro, and the two often work together. With Ferox's downfall, Lucro secured Lorenz's support by offering him a share of Waifei Peninsula's interests. Having the backing of a Defense Force Major General would greatly benefit his dealings within TOPS.
Sounds like a power struggle between TOPS and the Defense Force. But where exactly is this opportunity to take out the Exaltist remnants?
According to the action plan the Defense Force submitted to the city, eradicate the Exaltists sits at the top of their agenda. That's also their most legitimate reason for deploying to Waifei Peninsula. Of course, I don't believe Lorenz is only there to dutifully protect the city, but with Porcelumex and the Defense Force already muddying the waters, a heavy-handed move by the municipal government could turn the conflict into a turf war over interests. I won't pretend I'm above it all, but I do believe that protecting the citizens' safety is more important than short-term gains. That's why neither the city government nor Yunquay Summit can act directly this time. But for you, Phaethon...
It's time for the protagonist to take the stage.
Phaethon, a legend among proxies, an outlaw of the underground, the last disciple of a secret research institute, Mayor Mayflower's wondrous right hand, the one who saved the Void Hunter from the brink of collapse. It's my time to shine again, right?
To be honest, I won't need all those people helping me. But you're right. It's time for the protagonist to take the stage. I spotted the name Obel Squad on the Defense Force's unit roster. I've heard of their past exploits, and some of their members have had both professional and personal dealings with you. I believe they could be a trustworthy source of support.
Yay, Obel Squad!
The commanding officer this time is Miss Isolde, who worked with you during the investigation into the Exaltists in Porcelumex. I assume you're already well acquainted with her.
So we'll be taking part in the operation against the Exaltists as proxies working with the Defense Force?
Exactly. But the title proxy won't fly in the Defense Force's operational report. You'll be introduced as Special Holotech Advisors and the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operations during your visit with the Defense Force. Sorry, official organizations do love to make up long and difficult-to-remember titles, but sometimes those titles can come in handy. Though I have to say, the ones you came up with a moment ago did sound a lot cooler.
By the way, we came across a few scattered clues about our teacher in the last mission, but we still didn't make any real headway.
There's still no solid intel on Miss Carol Arna, but within the limits permitted by the Defense Force, you're still free to pursue her whereabouts as you see fit. I've already informed the Defense Force and Miss Isolde in advance. The specific plans and arrangements will be up to you two to discuss with Isolde and Obel Squad. Well, I have official duties to attend to, and you both have an important mission ahead, so let's keep it brief. Once again, I wish you the best of luck.
Taking down the Exaltists, the Defense Force. Looks like this job won't be easy. I hope we don't run into any trouble. But hey, we get to team up with Obel Squad again. Soldier 11 and Trigger will be happy to see you too, right, Belle? And of course, a couple of new acquaintances we've crossed paths with before. But before heading out, maybe we should let Yishu and Shifu and the others know. Yishuan is here! Hello. Been expecting you, Belle. Don't give me that Yishu and Shifu's all-knowing look. I only knew because the mayor contacted me in advance. Seems that really is why you're here. Yunquay Summit's on good terms with the mayor, so we can't get directly involved in Defense Force affairs, which means I have no choice but to send my talented student. I won't be shamed. Leave it to your disciple. Shaming the sect is the least of your worries. The Exaltists play dirty. The Defense Force throws its weight around. You're neither skilled enough nor strong enough to deal with either of them alone. That's why you have to act with the utmost caution. Your own safety has to come first before you try to help anyone else. Alright, Swabian Temple isn't going anywhere. Get a good night's rest here tonight, and then go take care of what you need to do. Remember, get into any trouble out there, just give them your Shifu's name. Carefully calibrate the HTD in Swabian Temple's inner chamber. Then spend some time chatting with your senior brothers and sisters, or you realize that night's already fallen. I can't say bye to Jufufu. Jufufu! Oh, I can't talk to her. Oh, I can. If I weren't so broke, I would have bought some stuff to take home. Oh. That's all she has to say. Dun, 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 dun. Defense Force sent word. Meeting up with Obel Squad tomorrow morning. Coordinates are in the Lemnian Hollow. Meeting in the Hollow? That's right. The Defense Force wants us to link up with Obel Squad during the operation. Afterward, we're to return to their base together. Supposedly, it's meant to help us work more smoothly with Obel Squad, and to test our capabilities as the Mayor's special envoys. I spent the whole afternoon tuning the HDD. It's pretty much done. You should take it easy and rest up for tomorrow's operation. Alright, storytelling time. Do not go gentle into that good night. See Season 2, Chapter 3. In a dream made from electric impulses and numerical signal. Magus's memory. Does Orphe sleep with the suit on?
The Hollow hit City Center out of nowhere. Without support from the Obsidian Division, they won't hold for long.
I knew you couldn't count on Helios's warning systems.
Doesn't matter. We've seen worse, haven't we?
The track we're guarding this time is a key route for evacuating civilians and transporting aid. This is our last line of defense. The civilians are right behind us. We must hold the line.
Magus, you're late today?
You never miss Captain's pep talk.
Let me guess. You were off doing last-minute gear checks for us. Still, they've got a point. Tardiness is unacceptable, soldier.
Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad assembled.
Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad. Requesting backup.
It's a long name for a squad. Agamemnon Squad.
Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad. Requesting backup.
Fall back, Orpheus.
Fall back. No. No. We have to kill it. Whatever it takes.
Get back.
Oh. This is Yishuan's sister, right?
I'm from Nod-Krai Summit. We'll hold the line from here. You can fall back now, comrades.
Everyone. We can still save them. And the civilians, they're right behind us. We can't back down. We cannot fall back. So, is this the end? Revenge. Against what? The Hollow? Against everything.
Oh.
I've already lost everything.
Captain? Captain Magus? Nagus? Nagus, were you dreaming again?
Orphe is so cute.
Intelligent constructs don't dream. It was just leftover cache fragments tucked away deep in my memory module.
So a train.
So, were you dreaming about the past again?
It's a good thing you gave up your studies at the Meta School to enlist, Orphe.
What can I say? My brain can be a bit slow at times. Anyway, Magus, you talk in your sleep all the time.
I don't sleep. It's a self-diagnostic mode. And I've told you before, use my proper title while on duty. And stop eavesdropping on me.
Yes, Captain Magus! I swear, I'll never listen to you sleep talking again. But given how you're always right behind me, it's kinda hard not to overhear.
It's not sleep talking. It's echoes of residual signals from the vocal module during self-diagnostic mode.
Yes, Captain Magus! I swear, I'll never eavesdrop on your, whatever that was during self-diagnostic mode again.
Still, it's strange. I actually overslept today. I mean, my self-diagnostic ran longer than expected. It feels like some kind of bad omen.
Are intelligent constructs superstitious too?
Well, I am just like you. An idiot who dropped out of school to join the military. Superstition is the only knowledge I've got that I can actually rely on. Enough breakfast chit-chat. Time to get ready for this morning's operational briefing, Orphe.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Orphe's so funny. Captain Magus, squad member Orphe, I've been waiting here for you. You left the sniper to wait here all alone? That's not how an assault trooper should operate, Orphe. Huh? But you were the one who woke up late. I told you, that was a necessary system check and maintenance. Now, getting into position early to cover their squad mates is part of a sniper's job too, isn't it? Let's head to the operation briefing before the Colonel scolds everyone in Obel Squad for being late. Yay, I get to be Orphe! She's so cute! Hi, Seed. Oh my god. Obel Squad, assemble! Captain Magus. Even after all this time, Soldier 11 has remained disciplined and focused. Now that's what you call a model soldier. Huh? Aren't I a model soldier? You, Seed? You're a soldier too. You joined the Scouts, Seed, you'd definitely be an honor scout. I feel like there's a memory somewhere in my past. Something about being in the Scouts. If I weren't busy taking care of Seed Senior, I'd absolutely be an honored member. Captain, we've got about 12 or 13 push-ups worth of time before we're late for the operation briefing, depending on whether we're doing them one-handed or two. Let's hurry to the operation briefing, or we'll be punished as problem squad members before we ever get the chance to become honored ones. True. Members of Obel Squad are gathered around the command table.
Good morning, everyone. Today's briefing is to discuss the tactical details for the raid on the Exaltis stronghold. Thanks to previous infiltration ops and documents from Porcelumex, we've gathered intel on several key Exaltis communication hubs within the Hollow.
You know, I already felt a suspicion about Isolde from the last questline. But after that dream that Magus had, I'm definitely getting the feeling that Isolde's up to no good. The question is, how deep is she? I feel like we're either going to get betrayed by her at some point, or maybe like a major betrayal or like a minor betrayal. I feel like something's going to go down with her later. I don't know. I just feel like I feel like she would have been a playable character. Maybe this is a bit of meta thinking. I feel like she would have been a playable character if she wasn't evil. Does that make sense?
However, we still need more detailed intel on the exact location of their headquarters and the distribution of their personnel. Therefore, before the main force advances into the Hollow to launch a full sweep, we will deploy several elite squads to their comms outposts within the Hollow for recon. The first shot of this battle will be fired by Obel. The results you achieve will be critical to the success of the operations that follow.
Leave it to me, Isolde.
Captain Magus, remember to use proper ranks during operations?
Yes, ma'am. After all these years, it's not like you don't know my bad habits.
Magus? Captain, you were the one lecturing me about that just this morning.
After all this time, we finally get to fight side by side again, Isolde. Colonel.
Ma'am, I heard for this operation, a special envoy from the city government will be assisting Obel Squad. Is that confirmed?
Yeah, Trigger was just telling me we've got a super capable and trustworthy friend coming to work with us.
My cat's just crying across the room. Jenny, come here. Want pets? There we go. Alright. Jemmy, say hi to chat. Debbie, you want to say hi to chat? There you go.
Trigger is right. There will indeed be a guest from the city government joining us as a technical advisor to assist Obel Squad in the operation. Per the agreed arrangements, our guest will meet you all inside the Hollow.
Inside the Hollow. Do we gotta go in on our own then? No cover? No protection? Nothing?
The Exaltists have long plagued Wi-Fi Peninsula. Obsidian Division's mission is simple. Eliminate the source of this chaos once and for all. Their repeated failures have cost them dearly. Our task now is to eliminate the remaining stragglers and strike directly at their headquarters. We have obtained intel on multiple enemy strongholds. You will be deployed as scouts. Your objective is to investigate and pinpoint the enemy's main base. Blitz Squad will handle the frontal assault. You will also rendezvous with the technical advisor dispatched by the mayor and assist them in securing the key data. Aegis Squad, you will strike the enemy from the air, providing firepower and intel support for all units on the ground. Operation codename Blitz and Aegis. Obel Squad, gear up and get ready!
Ooh. Let's go, military operation. Rockets plays Orphe? Okay, how does she work? I've never actually... I did do her trial when she first came out because I kind of was thinking about pulling her, but it's been a hot minute. Okay, when Orphe and Magus are off field, they can unleash different aftershock attacks. Sufficient bottled heat. She's an off field
in position.
Agent Squad, report your position. Do you copy?
Copy, Captain Magus. Agent reporting in.
We're en route with the chopper.
You can just do this.
ETA 20 minutes. Landing at Blitz Squad's 3 o'clock.
Primary objective, rendezvous with the mayor's envoy.
Must be someone pretty important if they've got Obel Squad handling the pickup.
They're very powerful.
Oh look, they're doing like attacks.
Also a very nice person.
Oh, so what sort of person are they exactly?
Let's save the chit-chat for after the mission.
Who else is on this squad? Orphe, Soldier 11, and Orphe. Okay, just...
Is it my turn? The envoy and escort team are inside the building up ahead.
By the way, why are we meeting inside the hollow?
Captain Magus is all about action. She prefers getting to know our partners.
Hi, Belle.
We've successfully rendezvoused with the target. Now, let me take a look at Colonel Isolde's intel report. Captain Magus, this is the Special Hollow Technology Consultant, the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operations, as well as the...
Wait, didn't Isolde say there was only one target? How many people are we talking about here?
These are some long titles. Just call me Faithin.
You can call me Lord Faithin.
Alright, Belle, she's getting carried away.
Okay, I'm kidding. I thought that might lighten the mood a little. Just call me Proxy.
So this is the amazing Miss Faithin that Trigger and Soldier 11 were talking about. Turns out you're actually pretty down to earth.
I know who you are. You must be the infamous Faithin they
Yeah,
mentioned,
that's what I just
right?
told you.
Trigger was definitely talking about the renowned Miss Faithin.
Usually, only heroic characters are described as renowned. For villains, it would be...
If the other side is a villain, then working with them means we're on the side of villains too.
To be honest, I'm still a little uneasy about having a proxy join up with Obel Squad. I'm an old-timer who plays by the rules. No dramatic backstory, no need for wild adventures like the younger ones. So I've rarely had dealings with anyone outside the military. Especially someone from, well, the underworld, like you.
Sounds pretty cool.
A hero working from the dark side, protecting the city in secret. I have to admit, that sounds pretty cool.
Sure, I've heard stories of your accomplishments, but don't mistake that for me seeing you as a hero.
I like how Magus is like, yeah, I don't trust you, and Belle's like, la 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 la.
Walking the city has their own purpose, especially someone with a complicated background like you. But I hope your goals won't interfere with Obel's mission or violate the Defense Force's principles.
So as long as you're standing by the right values.
If what you call your principles are genuinely just, and your aim is to protect others, then I'd say we're on the same side.
I hope so.
Villain or not.
Whether I'm a villain or a hero, let's keep our focus on the mission. After all, we're still deep inside the Hollow, surrounded by Exaltists.
regardless of your position. If you get things done, that's not bad in my book.
Next, I'll briefly outline the mission objectives and explain the role that Phaethon will play in this operation. As an expert holo guide, or a proxy, Phaethon will use the current map intel and holo data to chart the most efficient route for us, Opal Squad. At the same time, we'll provide cover for Phaethon as the proxy collects holo data and monitors the changes and activity of the miasma.
We've got plenty of trained scouts in the military. Can a proxy with no combat experience really handle such an operation?
Captain Magus, according to the intel report and squad member accounts, the proxy has combat experience working alongside Trigger and Soldier 11. Sharper, more precise, and more perceptive than any scout. That's how Soldier 11 described the proxy. I don't think we've ever seen anyone who's earned the approval of both Trigger and Soldier 11 outside of our own squad members.
If no other squad members or Isolde have any objections, that wraps up the mission briefing. Don't fall behind, Proxy.
Who do you think I am? Who do you think you are, I am? Oh, Exaltists.
There are more enemies than we expected.
Agent Squad, report your status!
Target confirmed.
Agent Squad, come in!
Stunner! It's up. Oh no. Still no response. Electromagnetic. The enemy reinforcements just keep coming.
Lit Squad is pinned down. Agent Squad, do you copy?
Roger. Enemy reinforcements spotted to the northwest.
Agent Squad.
Speed and weather should be okay, right?
The fastest way to get comms back is to disable the nearby jamming devices.
Turn them off!
Looks like the miasma around us is getting thick.
Orbeez so cute. She's just like crouching as the laser goes off.
We're circling right above the enemy, Captain.
Searching for the mission target.
There she is, Seed. Alright, I've never played Seed before, because I wasn't interested in her when she came out. After a basic attack, 4th hit, dodge, counter, quick scissors. Hold her, press attack. Activate falling petals, slaughter. Vision steel charge, press it after falling petals.
Aegis Squad has reached the LZ. Blitz Squad, do you copy?
You know what her playstyle reminds me of? Is
Seem to be jammed. Is Seed Senior's comm system still working?
is Bronya's A-chick from HI3. Like the first Bronya.
Let's clear the nearby enemies first, then regroup with the captain ASAP. I wonder if the proxy, the envoy and the captain have met up safely. Time to pin them down. Get behind me! The melody of combat.
The area's all clear now. All those annoying pests.
Come in, Blitz Squad.
What did she say?
Do you copy?
Found a jammer switch. I'll turn it off. As the switch flips down, the hum of a machine somewhere in the comms room comes to a halt.
Come in.
Aegis reporting in. We read you loud and clear, Captain.
We just shut down the enemy's jamming equipment.
Here comes the big one. Materials keep emerging from the miasma.
Aegis Squad, are there any ether transmission terminals inside the control room?
Roger. New objective. Shut down the ether
Is Seed a stunner?
Let's treat him to that.
It's the switch link to the ether transmission device. The successful decryption signal flashes from Seed Senior's data port. The once turbulent ether in the transmission system grows still.
Remote support. In position.
The ether transmission system has been shut down.
Great! That cuts off the supply of miasma.
Next, we eliminate the remaining enemies and head to the meeting point. Blitz Squad has finished clearing out the remaining enemies.
Those things look like coffins. They're kind of creepy.
This is an ether research device built by Porcelumex. Alice calls it an Obscura. Obscura? It was in the report we handed over to Commander Isolde. Are these just regular ether research equipment? I doubt it's that simple. Anything tied to the Exaltists is bound to be suspicious. I've felt something ominous too. Are you saying the Defense Force has some information on it? You'll get the intel when you need to know. For now, let's keep moving. Oh, what a difficult person to work with. Don't be discouraged, Miss Special Envoy. I've been around the captain for a while and still think— keep moving. Okay, relax. Dun 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 dun.
The unknown device. Now analyzing.
Yay! Bang boo
Network
time!
communication structure detected.
Whoa, this is creepy.
These devices are interconnected, probably forming part of a larger equipment array.
I feel like back in the day this would have been a
Hacking
TV
part of the
mode.
data, we can locate the other devices.
This would have definitely been a TV mode thing before.
You're amazing, Proxy.
You're not secretly hacking into my brain while I'm asleep, are you?
Hey, come on. I'm a professional. I have standards.
I have standards.
Communication structure analysis. 50% complete.
That was so boring! I just ran down a hallway! Give me some challenge.
Those are ether reactors made by Porcelumex.
Thank you for the hydrate and stretch. Let me do that now before I get too much further. Oh my god, look at Orphe! She's so cute. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, I need to relax my shoulders. These obstacles are blocking Aegis Squad's path to our rendezvous point. Let's clear them while we wait for him. Yes, Captain Magus.
This is the only route Blitz Squad can take.
The mission went without a hitch. Great work, everyone.
Oh, is it over?
And thanks to the
Whoa.
envoy for all her hard work too. You were also amazing in battle. I was.
And she just goes out on her scooter.
Huh?
Seed, you've met them before.
Oh, it's you, Proxy.
You are?
You're Seed, right? It's been a while. We met briefly during the Porcelumex investigation.
I remember. Oh, Seed Senior says he remembers too. Shh, he's asleep right now, so he can't talk to you himself. But according to Seed Senior, you're someone who can be trusted. Someone worth trusting. Well, to be honest, it was Trigger and Soldier 11 who told Seed Senior first. And then Seed Senior told me.
Seed Senior? Is that the name of your mech?
He's not a mech. Seed Senior is an intelligent construct, totally different from exoskeleton-based vehicles like mechs. You carry the same scent as me, Proxy. You must be quite knowledgeable in this field. Did you attend classes properly back in school, Proxy?
Strictly speaking, I never really went to a typical school.
Sounds like a lie.
You two have quite a unique way of talking.
The Defense Force, or rather, Obel Squad's comms channel, always seems to be tuned to a pretty unusual frequency.
Bunch of weirdos.
Birds of a feather
Endearingly.
flock together, as they say.
The proxy wasn't complimenting us, Soldier 11. You dummy.
Being able to tune into both Seeds and Soldier 11's wavelength at the same time. I have to say, you really are something special.
Wavelength? Are Seed and Soldier
Oh,
11
really?
intelligent constructs too?
Still, winning over these girls might be easy. But as their commanding officer, I have to assess you with the utmost caution. All right, everyone, that's enough chit-chat.
I get that they're trying to go with Magus being like the wary one of us, but I mean, it's pretty obvious she's gonna like, we're gonna befriend her.
Although we've tracked down the Exaltists' communication outpost, it seems all that's left are supplies they didn't have time to evacuate with. We came up empty on both the location of the Exaltists' main base and the research data you were looking for, Proxy.
The most efficient way to move such a large amount of supplies in a short time would be through spatial fissures. The Exaltists have been operating in Lemnian Hollow for a long time. They must have access to fissure coordinates that the Defense Force doesn't know about. But no one knows the labyrinths of hollows better than Phaethon.
Phaethon's scales are like magic. Sounds way more impressive than a carrot.
Sounds pretty mysterious. Anyway, you're confident you can catch up with them, right?
I'm Phaethon after all.
I got this.
You guys protect me, and I will deal with the rest of it.
Inside those devices, those are all sacrifices?
Seed, confirm the number of enemies.
Locking onto hostile targets. There's 8 in total. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0. Now we're all clear.
Obel Squad. All enemies eliminated.
Yippee! So cute. Amid the thunderous stomps of heavy machinery and shrill, hysterical screams, Seed brings in the Exaltist captives.
The rambling old man is a little Seed's trophy.
The final sacrifice is about to begin. How can swirling dust compete with a blazing fire?
Do all the Exaltists talk like this? It's really hard to understand.
Yeah, Bella just freaking pulls out the hand signs and just, yeah!
Seed, make him shut up.
Foolish unbelievers!
I feel like his character model does not match his voice. It's giving Oblivion NPC vibes.
Hey, Seed Senior, you've got to be careful with how you treat prisoners.
They've done more than enough harm. Being gentle isn't exactly a priority.
What sets these Exaltists apart from typical villains is their fanatical devotion to the Creator. That often drives them to act unpredictably, even if they act in the shadows without rhyme or reason. The miasma remains essential to them. If we follow that trail, it could very well be the weakness that brings them down.
These so-called fanatics are nothing more than villains who treat ether as a deadly poison corrupting New Eridu, aiding and abetting its destruction. Let's see if they stay so devoted when confronted with 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers.
Damn, Magus, calm down.
Calm down, Captain Magus. As vile as the Exaltists are, not every member is guilty. Many innocent civilians were deceived into joining. In other words, not every Exaltist member deserves to be met with 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers.
I love how she said that so fast. Not every Exaltist member deserves to be met with 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers.
We've hardly caught anyone yet, and you're already defending them? I know how to throw around grand quotes too. Like no snowflake in an avalanche ever feels responsible. You're awfully sympathetic towards these scumbags. Perhaps because you're one of them?
Alright. Where do I sign up? Yeah. True.
Enough! Captain Magus, I'm pretty sure your remarks have already exceeded the boundaries set by Commander Isolde's temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon. Specifically, the section designated for Magus.
Isolde wrote up an entire protocol for how to talk to the proxy specifically for Magus.
How come no one told me about it?
Don't speak harshly to your squad mates, and don't say anything that kills morale. That's what you taught us, Captain Magus.
I don't consider them a comrade. At least not yet.
Whether we're allies who can rely on each other, or simply partners with our own suspicions, let's stick to our duties, Captain Magus.
Wouldn't have it any other way, Phaethon.
There's a critical piece of intel that needs our immediate attention. What just emerged from the Obscura is a bioweapon created by the Exaltists, known as a sacrifice. These Obscura, and the factories that produce them, are scattered throughout Lemnian Hollow.
No, not just Lemnian Hollow. According to the data from Porcelumex and the intel Commander Isolde has gathered, there are a large number of Obscura placed throughout Yphae Peninsula. Over 300 of them.
Over 300? Not even the entire Obsidian division could deal with that many monsters.
The entire Obsidian division would just end up as monster food.
We have to get this information to Command immediately. The Exaltists' actions may be far
Well, 292 now. We got 8 of them, right?
No, that's not right. Although I did come across Obscura shards tainted with sacrifice energy, there's still no solid evidence to confirm that the sacrifices and Obscura are directly connected. The Obscura devices I saw in Phylum Heights didn't all carry traces of sacrifice energy either. More importantly, creating a creature as powerful as the sacrifices would require an unimaginable amount of ether. There's no way the Exaltists have access to such an immense supply of ether and miasma.
Or they would have destroyed New Eridu long ago.
Phew. Good thing the bad guys we're dealing with this time aren't that powerful. Yet.
Hey, did you two completely forget that courage is a soldier's greatest virtue?
Captain, didn't you say that kind of talk is just something generals say to sound impressive?
Proxy has a point. But there's definitely something suspicious about the Obscura and Yphae Peninsula. We need to organize thorough inspections and patrols as soon as possible. Obsidian Division has already mobilized outside Lemnian Hollow. Those Exaltist rats will soon meet their end.
A fanatic's last stand is often the most ferocious. Everyone, stay sharp and proceed with caution.
After spending over a decade in the military, I understand that all too well.
What Captain Magus meant to say was, thanks for the heads up, Proxy.
That's not what I meant!
I love Orphe and Magus's, like, relationship. There she is! There's your girl! There's your girl, Teeny! There she is! She is. Whoo, hoo, hoo! She is certainly something. The military operation has started. You are to provide cover for the Overseer's ritual. Every action leads us closer to meeting our Lord. Everything for the Creator, Lady Sarah. But the Defense Force has overwhelming numbers, and we've taken heavy losses lately, with what little strength we have left. We don't need to achieve victory. Our mission is to buy time. There she is. Yeah, she is certainly. I love her. I love her hair, man. She's so pretty. Although I just realized she has the same eyes as Orphe. Sacrifices are inevitable. Fortunately, the Defense Force isn't exactly driven by the noble duty they claim to uphold. As long as the Overseer completes the ritual, then we've already won. May the Creator refine you. May the Creator refine me. I didn't think we'd see her here. I thought maybe she would have been somewhere else at this point. I suppose it makes sense. The Obsidian Division's temporarily taken over Seagaze Road as our base of operations. This will be our staging area for the upcoming mission. But there seems to be way more people at the base today. Probably some sort of operation being coordinated. Anyway, let's report back to Isolde first. May the creator give me Sarah. I have a feeling she's gonna have a monstrous creature mutation in the future at some point. I don't think that'll stop you though, Teeny, right?
All in all, the scouting mission was a success. Obel Squad took no casualties. Against our firepower, those Exaltus lunatics didn't stand a chance. It's honestly baffling how HSO and public security got completely outplayed by the Exaltists. Their actions are chaotic and lack any strategy. Though credit goes to Commander Isolde's flawless planning.
We're waiting for no reason. Oh
Proxy
no.
was amazing too. Just like Trigger and Soldier 11 said. And just like all those rumors on Internet.
Huh? Orphe, since when have you been visiting sketchy sites like Internet behind my back?
Help!
Calm down, Captain Magus. What you've dealt with so far are just the Exaltus scattered remnants.
I know. We already have the hollow coordinates for the Exaltus base. I'm not worried about a head-on clash. What worries me are those Obscura and the sacrificed creatures.
Leave the search for the Obscura to me and the city forces. You focus on the mission inside the Hollow. You can't just grasp at weeds. You have to dig out the roots. All this might just be a diversion by the Exaltists. By the way, Proxy, I heard your performance in the Hollow was top-notch as always. How's working with Obel? Has Captain Magus been giving you any trouble?
I'll have to think about that. I remember Captain Magus saying that Phaethon is a villain who should be dealt with using 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military grade high energy lasers.
Don't go taking things out of context to make me look like a bad guy. Straight shooter.
Got it. Looks like the temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon doesn't really hold much
All
sway
your
over
pretty
Captain
ladies
Magus.
combined into one area, Teeny.
It's all because I wasn't decisive enough. Please don't punish Captain Magus.
She's not the most soft-spoken.
Who's number one
And the squad have
versus
been doing
number
their best
two?
to support me. And her military-grade high-energy laser is definitely reassuring.
All right. Without the proxy support, our operation wouldn't have gone this smoothly.
Whew. I guess this is the part where old grudges melt away and everyone makes nice.
But if you're that talented, why
Sarah
settle for
first?
the
Okay,
dishonorable
okay.
role of a proxy? Why not join the military, earn a proper rank, and truly protect New Eridu?
What's so dishonorable about it? The work we do in the shadows brings us closer to the light than many of those who stand in it.
You're being a little harsh today, Captain.
Proxy. How many unqualified civilians have you led straight into danger within the Hollows?
None.
How many shady Hollow Raiders have you guided to dirty money?
A few.
You're right, Captain Magus. The underworld does have its dark side, but a lot of people are forced into it. They have to avoid the light and just try to survive in the shadows. And this grand, respectable world you speak of, is it really filled with nothing but righteous heroes? Is your defense force really so perfect? Every single person?
You...
You're right, though.
All right, kids, enough bickering.
Lady Sunbringers.
Is the grumpy
Hey,
old
yo.
Isolde. You're all brave, shining heroes, okay?
Hey, it's okay to have... Hey, you've got more than one hand, Teeny. It's okay. One hand for each.
Looks like the
And then you can even
got
go
shut
feet.
down by Commander Isolde again.
Even the proxy's been lumped in with the kids. Looks like we're all in the same class now.
This concludes the briefing. Proxy, Major General Lorenz has expressed interest in meeting you. Would you mind coming with me later?
This isn't the interrogate the proxy part, right?
The Major General wants to see me? That can't be good.
Relax. I'll be with you.
Okay.
Huh.
Adjutant, sir. The Major General's guest has arrived. Oh, please follow me, you two. The Major General's tent is just beyond this tunnel. You follow the adjutant's lead and head with Isolde into the Major General's tent on the other side of the tunnel.
Sir, your guests have arrived.
Colonel Isolde, I heard that, Obel Squad has already obtained the coordinates of the Exaltist headquarters.
That's correct, sir. The recon operation was a success. However,
You'll gladly win the
we
world
also
over.
discovered
Oh my
something
god,
unexpected.
teaming out to the dark side for women,
There
for
are
pretty
numerous
women. Honestly, I
ether
can't
reactors
blame you.
installed around Waifei Peninsula, known as Obscura, which may pose a significant threat.
You can handle the specifics with your squad. You know I've always counted on you. Just make sure I get results.
Yes, sir.
Among all the mediocrity in the Obsidian Division, Isolde, you're the one who truly stands out. I'm really glad I found you back then. Someone like you shouldn't be stuck on the front lines. I'm pragmatic, but I always make sure my subordinates are treated fairly. This is a big opportunity, but I went to great lengths to get troops into Waifei Peninsula. So this mission is one we cannot afford to fail.
Yes, sir.
Ah, I seem to have forgotten about our guest. Isolde, the person beside you.
This is the officially appointed Hollow Technical Advisor and the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operation, Bell.
Welcome to Waifei Peninsula, Ambassador Bell.
I've been in Waifei Peninsula for a while now. Honestly, it's more appropriate for me and Swabian Temple to be the ones welcoming the Defense Force.
Is she allowed to say that? She's supposed to say that? Swabian Temple?
Swabian Temple. Ah, Yunquei Summit. Pardon my memory, I nearly forgot our guest works directly under Mayor Mayflower. Mind filling me in, Colonel Isolde? Why is one of the mayor's personal agents, an infamous proxy, getting involved in Defense Force business?
Bell was appointed by the city as a technical advisor and envoy for Mayor Mayflower, sir. She's here to assist and oversee the Defense Force's operation.
Assist, huh? If the High Preceptor of Yunquei Summit had shown up in person, perhaps I'd consider that worthy. And as for the supervision, since when does Mayflower get a say in when Obsidian Division pulls the trigger?
Sir, Bell is only here to assist Obel Squad. This has nothing to do with the main force's operations or command. All part of the agreement to keep the City Council from meddling with our military affairs in Waifei Peninsula. Which, I imagine, suits you just fine?
Of course. Your arrangements are always right on point, Colonel. This whole operation is running smoothly, thanks to you. Well then, since you're the Hollow experts and personally by the Mayor, it's only right that I give you a proper welcome. Unfortunately, military secrecy is of utmost importance. So I'm afraid I can't escort Bell to the more refined venues in the city for a proper celebration, at least for now. Colonel Isolde, until this operation is over, all of Bell's external communications and movements beyond Phylum Heights must be temporarily restricted.
That's a very unique way to treat a guest.
Major General, the Mayor and Yunquei Summit might not be too happy about that.
That's an order, Colonel.
Alright.
Yes, sir.
The people from Porcelumix are still waiting for me in Phylum Heights. Something about a banquet to welcome the Defense Force to Waifei Peninsula. Typical corporate parasites. Always know how to adapt and survive. I'm afraid I won't be able to personally entertain our guest, Isolde.
Let's go, Madam Ambassador.
I'm really sorry, Belle. You came here to help, and this is how you're treated. Life in the military comes with its fair share of rules and restrictions. Major General blah 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 blah. Major General Lorenz was a decorated officer during the fall of the old capital 11 years ago. Was promoted to a general after its fall. Over the years, he's been known for his rather overbearing conduct. It'd be dishonest to say I like his style, but working under him has definitely given me a lot of opportunities and access, allowing me to investigate the truth behind the fall of the old capital. Truth behind it? To be exact, the cause behind my squad's failure back then. Magus has always been concerned about it. But I'm getting off track. The point is, you can count on us. Whether it's Obel Squad or any other Obsidian Division soldier, we'll give everything we have to protect you. Briefing you on the military operation, Isolde takes her leave. About rude. Are all the Defense Force generals this unpleasant? Restrictions on going out and contacting the outside world? Might as well be a prisoner. But if we're just heading down to Swabian Temple for a quick break, they shouldn't stop us, right? That's a great question. They might. Attempt to return to Swabian Temple. Sorry. Orders from above. You're not allowed to leave. Argue with facts and logic or threaten in a harsh and intimidating tone. I don't know who you are, but there's no argument to be had. Orders are orders. The argument draws the attention of several nearby soldiers.
Huh?
You okay there, Belle? Comrade, Belle is a special envoy sent by the mayor. Show some respect. The mighty Miss Belle got taken down a notch. I'm just following orders. Following orders is a soldier's duty. I understand where this soldier is coming from. I hope you understand, Crimson Gloom. Dang. Belle's not getting her way.
Captain, Proxy made it through the interrogation unscathed.
A significant change in pulse, and your face isn't too pale. Looks like you passed the test. You look so frail, Proxy. Who would have thought you had the makings of a soldier tough enough to endure enemy torture?
With you already calling me the villain, I figured I'd better get good at dodging torture.
The Major General may be tough to deal with, but interrogating the Mayor's envoy? That kind of thing doesn't happen in the Obsidian Division.
Isolde explains the Major General's orders to him.
Temporarily restricting the Proxy's movements and communications. What does that mean?
It means we've got your precious faith and locked away. No way out, and no texting or calling family.
That's just so...
That's terrible!
What a shame. I never thought the legendary Proxy Phaethon would end up getting caught one day.
On the plus side, at least the legendary Proxy Phaethon was caught by Obel Squad. The Major General's idea of hospitality might be questionable, but for a soldier, orders are orders.
So, as much as we regret it, the legendary Proxy Phaethon will have to stay put in Phylum Heights for a while.
You sure you're sorry, Captain? I'm pretty sure you were holding back a laugh just now.
Why are they so mean to Belle, man?
Don't worry. Obel Squad and the Obsidian Division are the first line of defense against the Hollows. We'll wipe out the Exaltists faster than you'd think.
And then the Proxy will be free.
As ordered, a technician will now attach a tracker to the Proxy and temporarily block all communication functions of their electronics.
There's no point fighting it. You allow a soldier to fasten the tracker, or like an electronic shackle, to your ankle. Thanks to the Defense Force's signal jamming, the only wireless frequencies still functional in Wi-Fi Peninsula are military ones. For now, at least, say farewell to the friends anxiously awaiting your replies on Knockdown.
My apologies, Proxy.
For the Obsidian Division, orders carry more weight than mountains. I don't like restricting someone's freedom like this. And I'm not exactly your biggest fan. But I hope you won't hold it against Isolde or the squad.
I may not be a soldier, but I can understand the weight orders carry for all of you. If temporarily restricting my freedom helps the operation go smoothly and keeps the people of Wi-Fi Peninsula safe, I'll gladly go along with it.
I never thought you'd show such resolve, Proxy. Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on you while you're with us.
Captain Magus keeping an eye on you? Just a heads up, she's not exactly the caring type.
Once again, Proxy, you have my apologies.
It's turning into a pain. With comms and our movement restricted, things are definitely tricky. Luckily, I can still reach out to Wise and Fairy through the HDD without the Defense Force noticing. Right as I'm thinking of this. Proxy, don't look so down. It's time for Opal's regular equipment maintenance. Come join us. Is that okay? Do you agree, Captain Magus? Making sure our tech folks have reliable gear is crucial. If you want to drop by, Proxy, go right ahead. But I don't have any equipment on me. Really? I mean, I couldn't detect any gear on the Proxy, but I can't shake this strange feeling. Like the Proxy has some sort of device that feels oddly familiar. Don't worry, Proxy. C can be a bit hard to follow at times. When it comes to tech, you can always count on her. It's just a routine maintenance check. Come on, Proxy, stop being so wishy-washy. Okay. Opal Squad is all here. Alright, time to start today's routine maintenance. Inspector on duty, squad member Seed. First up is for inspection, Mercury. Let me take a look and see if this little Colby's got anything wrong with it. The antenna on the comms module seems a bit worn out. Gotta remember to get those parts replaced. Colby can't hear me on the radio during the operation. I'm gonna kick your butt. Next up is Trigger's sniper rifle. Counting on you again, Seed. I only need one look to tell your weapon's in flawless shape, just like always, Trigger. Sniper's weapon is their soul on the battlefield, after all. Boring. Now it's Orphe and Magus' turn. Let's get this straight. You're not laying a finger on me. Calm down, Captain. Quit swinging around my tail. Your exoskeleton's in good shape overall, Orphe, but your tail shows way more wear. No doubt due to the Captain's reckless fighting style. Captain gives it a roll in combat. I'll try to stay in sync with Orphe's movements. As for Captain Magus... Captain Magus, you're using that nitro fuel oil again, aren't you? Seed can't stand that smell pouring out of your gun barrel. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You seriously attacking your captain's dental hygiene? And finally, it's your turn, Proxy. Where should I start? Seed stares straight into the Proxy's eyes. Possible as it seems, it almost feels like she can see right through to the HDD. But that can't be possible, right? Your eyes are crystal clear, Proxy. All systems good. Inspection complete. You were just looking for an excuse to stare into the Proxy's eyes. Now that everyone's finished their equipment checks, you're dismissed. Get some rest and make sure your gear's serviced at the armory. Hey, Proxy, don't forget to look after your eyes, too. She knows. You confirm that the military really is restricting your freedom of movement with Opal Squad. You then return to the tent to rest. The tent offers some cover from the soldiers' gazes. Re-establishing the connection with the HDD brings a small sense of relief.
As Master's supreme assistant and a thoughtful, all-purpose AI,
Supreme
I would
assistant.
never sit back helplessly while Master's freedom is being restricted, unlike the second assistant.
Fairy, you really can't stop chasing that first assistant title.
She knows. She knows.
When will you finally understand that as her sibling, I'm irreplaceable?
All right, you two, enough arguing. I'm just the pitiful, useless captured Proxy here, while you two are elite hackers, okay?
Negative. Although Master was unfortunately captured, Master remains an elite hacking expert.
Save your useless sympathy, First Assistant. Luckily, not even the Hollows can interfere with the HDD's unique signal, so the Defense Force's jamming is barely an inconvenience.
Still, I was the one who actually encoded the anti-jamming signal.
Which means Bell can still reach me through the HDD, and EOS's deep dive can continue as planned.
I saw some new data with my ion plants in the Hollow. I need you to run some calculations. Whether or not the military's info checks out, nothing is more trustworthy than your calculations, Fairy.
Affirmative. Additionally, I've made a full copy of the military intel files that EOS and Master saw.
If the Defense Force comes knocking because you did something without permission, make sure they know Second Assistant and your Master had nothing to do with it. Anyway, leave the rest to me and Fairy Bell.
Then leave clearing out the Hollow to me and Noble Squad, just like always.
The Defense Force's mission is bound to be dangerous. Be careful, Bell.
The bed beneath you feels so foreign. Hardly rest well, but as with all things, it eventually passes. Commotion rises from the outpost beyond the tent. That's Orphe and Seed's voices. Let's go check out what's happening. Oh no, what's wrong with the Bang Boo? Is this the little one you brought back from the Hollow? Oh, why is her voice so loud in my ear? Yes, Captain. Bang Boo's squad seems to have been attacked. I received the Bang Boo's distress signal and rushed over. What about the soldiers in that squad? They were all lying there covered in blood. I mean, the not breathing kind of lying there. Oh, their respects. This Bang Boo probably recorded what happened when they ran into the enemy. But it's badly damaged. Do we have any technician at base? Proxy, you know how to fix a Bang Boo? Please help this little guy. I'll leave it to you, Proxy. Oh, I like this minigame. It's fun. Here. Oh, no, wait. How do I switch? Here. We'll put here. Oh, I have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. I had... There. 3... I like this puzzle. It's cute. Video footage is restored. Images from inside the Hollow stream out through the Bang Boo's data port.
All units be advised. At 3 o'clock, 300 meters. The cluster of miasma. Ethereal presence confirmed. Something's off. Are those humans coming out of there? Hey, look! Someone's crawling out of the miasma! Why are they wearing Defense Force uniforms? They're coming closer. And they're armed!
Do they get converted, or...?
We're under attack! Fight back! Enemy spotted at 3 o'clock. More at 5 o'clock. Oh, is it the Exaltus troops in disguise? No, they emerged from the miasma. They're definitely not alive. What the are we seeing the dead in broad daylight? Ethereal or monster, just take them down. Reporting in. We've got casualties. We've got another wave of hostiles closing in on the right. We need backup.
Deafening gunfire grows louder, gradually drowning out all the voices. The gunfire and voices gradually fade away. Everything returns to silence. White noise grows louder. Skipping ahead.
It's just as the Overseer said. Even a miracle like a resurrection is nothing for the Creator.
Don't let joy blind you, my dear brother. Until we stand before the Creator, every miracle is just a small step toward the gate of the final domain.
Don't worry. My joy hasn't clouded my judgment, and my knowledge as a researcher remains sharp. The large-scale miasma activation experiment has already begun ahead of schedule.
Footage ends abruptly here. The Bang Boo recording the data seemingly couldn't hold on any longer. Those soldiers crawling out of the miasma. They look like the dead brought back to life. The dead? But they're dressed in military gear from the old capital. Stuff from 11 years back. Truly are the dead returned. How could they be the ghosts of those old soldiers if they're shooting at their own squad mates? They're not the undead. They're more like some kind of miasma creature. Still, the fact that these creatures take on the form of former Defense Force soldiers means their creator. The enemy's knowledge of the Defense Force might be beyond our imagination. Besides, yesterday's recon mission went perfectly. We didn't let any cultists escape. There's no way the Exaltists should be aware of our progress. Of course, good night, anime fan. Thank you for hopping in. We need to report this to Isolde. Let's go, Proxy. Dun, 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 dun. Together with Obel Squad, you brief Isolde on what you saw in the footage.
The Exaltists have already figured out that we're launching a full-scale operation? So far, only Obel Squad's scouting mission involved direct combat. What that recon team ran into was likely just an unfortunate accident. But your operation was flawless, and no part of the plan was leaked. That means either the Exaltists are more perceptive than we thought, or some unit acted outside my command and carried out an unsanctioned mission.
But Lorenz handed over command of this operation to you.
So if we rule out interference from higher up, the only one who could have mobilized troops without the Colonel's approval is...
Major General Lorenz.
Mm-hmm. Only the Major General himself.
Looks like Colonel Isolde has it even tougher than I do when it comes to dealing with a demanding superior.
Orphe, you don't actually think I'm that difficult to deal with, do you?
Yes.
At this point, arguing with my superior won't do any good.
So if we want the raid to stay on track, we'll have to strike even faster.
While I usually think you're a little too reckless, Magus, this time, I agree with you. Swift as the wind, fierce as fire, and unknowable as shadow. That's the essence of Blitz tactics. At least according to a Yunque Summit scroll. Since the enemy already knows we're coming, let's seize this rare opportunity and strike before they're ready.
Obel Squad, gear up and get ready!
Yes, Captain Magus!
I'm about to start deploying troops to launch the offensive. Proxy, both the battlefield and the hollows can shift in an instant. Make sure you're fully prepared. We aren't as ready as we could have been. The Obsidian Division will handle the battlefield, but when it comes to the Hollow, you're the only one we can count on.
I won't let you down.
Leave it to me. On my reputation as a legendary proxy, and my honor as the mayor's envoy.
I will say, Belle, you need to cool it on talking about yourself as the legendary proxy, because I feel like you've said that every time.
I'm counting on all of you, too. Please, don't betray the trust the people have placed in the Defense Force.
Save it. We're well aware.
What the captain means is, Obel never fails a mission.
The operation has two main objectives. First, to gather intel on the miasma soldiers. Second, to eliminate key Exaltist bases. Get ready and move out. In a surprise attack, every second counts. Let's go. Oh, man. Might have to take a short break to get some water, but maybe now's not the time.
The unexpected deployment of forces beyond Isolde's plan has put the Exaltists on high alert, like a startled bird ready to flee. We can't risk the Exaltist core members escaping right under our noses. We have to strike quickly and hit their key bases.
Based on the intelligence we have, the target's stronghold in this operation is very likely the Exaltist's main base.
The intel may not be complete.
I'm not usually one to spoil the mood, But from what I've seen of the Exaltists, they're not that easy to pin down. Which raises the question, can we really trust the intel from the Defense Force?
You really know your way around intelligence and information warfare, Proxy. But it's Isolde's strategy and intel that have been key to the Defense Force's success so far.
Story feels so bad. Didn't we want to hide the identity? I mean, so, well, it's not like it just became public now. It's been public for, well, quote unquote public. I would say it hasn't been a super secret since 1.1, really. Like, we worked with public security in 1.3, and they knew about it, and then after that we started working with Section 6. Like, it hasn't really been a secret identity, like, from the government since, like, almost the beginning of the game. But I do feel like Belle should stop, like, talking about it, like, at least have some decorum. But in terms of, like, whether or not it's actually a secret from the higher ups, we've been working with the mayor directly for a while now. It hasn't really been a super secret for that long, but I just feel weird how, like, she's so cocky and public about it. I feel like she was a bit more reserved about it before, even when it was known, you know? Like, yeah, I'm glad to help. Now she's like, yes, of course, I'm the legendary proxy. And I'm like, okay, girl, like, you're acting a little bit cocky about it, kind of thing. They slowly find out. I mean, like, different people are finding out, sure. But it's been, like, it's been known by, like, security forces for 90% of the time the game has been out. So it's not really, it hasn't really been, like, a super duper in a long time. But yeah, I mean, like, there's always going to be, like, as we get introduced to new people, more people will find out as we have to work with them and stuff.
I understand your concern.
But I feel like we've been working directly with the mayor for, like, more than half the game now. So it hasn't really been too secretive. Because when did we officially start working with the mayor? It was that 1.5, 1.6 or something? Or maybe, was it even earlier than that? I don't remember. It all kind of blends together, so maybe it wasn't quite that time, but...
Captain Magus, you sure have a lot of trust in Commander Isolde, don't you?
That's because Captain Magus and Commander Isolde were comrades in arms.
1.5? Yeah, that sounds about right. And we're on 2.3, 2.5, 2.6, something like that. So more than half the game has been, it's been pretty officially, unofficially recognized by the city, at least. And even before that, we worked with PubSec. And even if they didn't make it aware of, like, anything official between us, it was officially unofficial long before that. Well, maybe not long before, but before then.
Technically, fighting side by side isn't exactly accurate.
Since the Maid House team, yeah, right. Since we worked with Victoria Housekeeping, that was like 1.2 or something, or 1.1. So it's been a while. Hi Sarah, how's it going? Welcome in, welcome in.
Yes, Isolde and I go way back.
How you doing?
She's a comrade, a senior, and my
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We're going through the ZZZ story. This is chapter 3 of part of Act 2. So it's the 2.3 or the 2.2 story. Because then chapter 1 would have been 2.0, chapter 2 would have been 2.1, and then the chapter 3 is 2. Yeah. But we're doing all good. We're doing all good. Thanks for asking. Yeah. Are you a ZZZ gamer? Are you into gacha games? Or are you just here to chill?
Without Isolde's support and guidance.
We have plenty of people that don't play these games come and watch and chill, because we get some cool stuff every once in a while.
If I can't trust Isolde, then there might not be anyone left in Obsidian Division.
You can trust Orphe, Magus. He's attached to you.
I understand. So please
do I do
believe
paid
me.
promotion?
When I'm acting as your proxy, my one and only
Not
goal
typically,
is to lead you all to where you're
no.
meant to be.
Depends what it is, though. Are you asking if I do, like, sponsorships and stuff? I have done one in the past. Although I don't really... I've had people ask me about this before. I don't really do sponsorships for things that I haven't used before. Like, I used to use HelloFresh. Like, I would actually use HelloFresh So they offered they have sponsorships for streamers and stuff. So I did one of theirs one time, but I was like, I like it, but I don't like it enough to like do a sponsorship for it. But I've had game creators give me game keys to like play their game on stream before, which I've done a few times here or there. Pay promotion for you, like you want to promote your artwork? Oh, I don't know if I've ever heard of people do paid artwork promotion before. That sounds interesting. It depends. It depends. That sounds like an interesting thing. I actually don't know much about doing artwork promotion. Do you have like a proposal put together or like more details or information? Because I'm not opposed to it, but I wouldn't necessarily be able to promise anything. Does that make sense? I'm interested in hearing more. If you do have like details or like a proposal or information on it and stuff like that, why don't you send it to my business email? My business email should be below on the stream, but if it's not, it's on my card. Let me check real quick, actually. I probably should have thought of this ahead of time, huh? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Pops is playing Apex today. Do I have my business email down here? What's on Steve? I don't. Okay. On my... You can DM me on Twitter with information if you want. If you're actually really interested in doing something. And I can take a look into it and see if it's something I'd be interested in. Alternatively, on my card, which the link is below, I have an email listed for business inquiries. Please send it there as well. That would be ideal. Somewhere that I can keep track of all the business stuff that comes. PFP banner logos, VTuber model. Yeah. If you have like a proposal for like paid promotion. So typically how that would work is you would show off, obviously you would send me like a link to your portfolio, and you would send me a link to like any website you have. You could send out a proposal for like a type of payment if you wanted. Not everyone pays in money for those kinds of. I've worked with people before where they offer certain like products or services in exchange instead of money. It depends on whatever. Everyone has different types of things they do for paid promotions and stuff like that. So if you have any thoughts on any of that or anything, send that all in like one message to me on either Twitter or send it to that email on my card. How much do I charge for that? It depends on how long and what and how interested I am. If it's something that I personally already like to promote, then it would be either free or really cheap. If it's something that I am pretty interested in, but it would be a bit outside of my comfort range, then maybe I would charge a little bit more. More like, I think I'd be more interested in seeing what your proposal is. First, before we would discuss possible payments, even if I accepted it at all, I would have to see your artwork, for sure. So I think that's the first thing you should do. First thing you should do is either send me a business email or send a Twitter DM. That works as well. I know Twitter is not exactly the most official thing, but it works. My DMs on Twitter should be open. But yeah, again, no promises. I do promise to take a look into it at least. But I should let you know, I am very, what's the word? Picky about the type of things I like to promote. It has to be something that I really support. I typically would rather, unless it was like, yeah. Generally, it's not. I won't promote anything I don't put my whole ussy behind. That makes sense. Not right now, Sarah. Not right now. I appreciate it though. But yeah, like I said, send everything in a message, and I can take a look at it off stream. During stream though, I'm not gonna pause what I'm working on. But you're welcome to chill and relax in the meantime if you wanna enjoy the vibes while we finish the story here, or we get through it at least. Of course. But yeah, like I said, send a message. I will definitely take a look at it. I make sure I take time to look through all the emails and messages I get from people for various things. This is not the first time I've had someone approach me for this kind of thing, and it surely won't be the last. I will take a professional look at it. Of course, no worries. All right, we're gonna get back to the story though. I appreciate it though. I appreciate you asking about it instead of just like trying to send links in the chat and be like promoting my artwork here.
Yeah.
That's usually what people do.
Who goes there?
It's not the right way to do it. Usually they just come in and try to talk about their artwork, and I'm like,
Thugs blocking the way
that's something you should reach out to me off stream about. So.
will not forgive them. Our sacrifice will pave the way for our master's return.
You've exposed your weakness.
I get to play a seed. Hey, yo.
Let's paint this place red with your firepower.
Get behind me. Increase firepower.
We summoned a big boy.
Time to pin them down.
Keep your balance, Orphe!
Aim for the head, Senior.
Easy clap.
Late, right?
Encrypted documents detected on this device. Accessing. Answering the Overseer's call. Wrongfully killed soldiers rise from the underworld, cloaked in flames of vengeance. Answering the Overseer's call. Wrongfully killed soldiers. Oh, why is that highlighted? As for why the Defense Force soldiers would fight for us, the Overseer was rather vague. Perhaps they too were blessed with witnessing the Creator's true form in the underworld. Overseer was vague. So there's a reason the Defense Force soldiers are fighting for them. So there's some kind of connection between Overseer and the Defense Force, which wouldn't be out of the question, I suppose, given some of the stuff we've learned so far. Files stored in this device are incomplete. The remaining intelligence needs to be obtained elsewhere. Wrongfully killed soldiers. But those ones emerging from the miasma were wearing 11-year-old uniforms, and they died protecting New Eridu. It's Exaltus scum. How dare they desecrate the honor of fallen soldiers? Unforgivable. There's something else going on here. The approaching footsteps have everyone on guard. Then what they see is the sight of allied uniforms.
Which unit are you in? According to Commander Isolde's orders, aside from Obel Squad, there shouldn't be any other squads assigned to raid this base.
Isolde may be the acting commander for this op, but our squad reports to Major General Lorenz.
So, these idiots are the ones who alerted the Exaltus to our plan. And it was all under orders from the Major General?
Mind your tone. The Major General sent us because he was worried you wouldn't be able to handle this alone. We're here to support the operation.
Support the operation? We were just out there fighting alone as a single squad.
That's right, and we really do appreciate it. Without you taking the brunt of the Exaltist's attention, we couldn't have made it to their headquarters from the flank so smoothly.
But why would they not coordinate the operation with us? At least we could have, like, baited more over.
We have to apologize. We accidentally beat you to it and ended up taking the credit for wiping out the Exaltist's main base.
Credit? That's meaningless. Is this really the attitude of new recruits in Obsidian Division these days?
Acting all high and mighty. You're just a gun. Do you really think yourself so important? I may be a rookie, but at least I'm not a washed-up old dog like you.
I mean, Magus doesn't care about any of that.
Watch it! The captain has given everything to protect the city. You don't deserve to—
It's okay, Orphe. As long as they really did take out the Exalted.
This guy's like, oh yeah, we happen to take all the credit. Magus is like, okay, what? Why would we care about credit? Like, you guys did a good job. If you got him, then good work. And he's like, well, why are you acting so high and mighty? Huh, you old fart. What the hell? Why are you so aggressive, bro? We literally don't care.
Even among comrades, there are plenty of annoying ones.
This guy's just like trying to rage bait us, I guess, or something?
If you ask me, we should just take this guy away and cover it up as an accident caused by an Exaltist attack.
Hey, are you threatening
Yeah,
me?
bro's insulting a gun. Brother, that is a fucking gun.
Stay focused, soldier. Answer me. Has the Exaltist's base been completely cleared?
Oh god, don't tell me they fucked it up.
Several creatures took advantage of the chaos to escape. We had other orders to carry out, so we didn't have time to pursue them while clearing the base.
Oh.
Other orders? What could be more important than wiping out the Exaltists?
Bunch of fools. They can't even handle something this simple properly. Opal soldiers, let's move out. Once again,
So they go
it's up
in,
to
try to
us
take
clean
credit,
up after these fools.
come at us and start smack talking us, and then they didn't even do their job. Like, oh my god, actually, actual idiots.
Yes, Captain Magus. Late, right? The Exaltists are fleeing in all directions.
All right, group them all up, and then laser.
Second-rate troop sure are surprisingly good at messing things up. Who would ever call this an ambush? We've already failed half of the mission's objective.
Hopefully we can still find some useful documents and materials.
The laser is actually really fun. Encrypted documents detected on the device. Accessing. We may be working with Porcelumex, but they aren't exactly saints. They'd sacrifice everything for profit. Soldiers didn't die protecting the city. Truth is, file ends here without warning. It's a record of the hardware being moved. The missing data can't be retrieved. Damn it. Of all places, data had to be missing at the most crucial part. The soldiers didn't die protecting the city? Just what have these Exaltists learned? Nothing but a distraction they planted on purpose to mislead us. Still, it's clear the Exaltist remnants were spooked by the Major General's unit acting so recklessly. That's why they moved the key data early. Guess we have no choice but to press on.
Elite targets have appeared.
Elite targets. Just the kind of fight Opal Squad's been waiting for.
Captain, the barrel's scorching hot.
Keep distance. Sustain fire.
Oh my god, why was that so loud?
Press
Why
the
is
advantage.
specifically Seed Senior that loud?
Target locked.
Keep your balance, Orphe!
Fire! Everything's on fire.
Firepower at maximum.
Trigger, pincer attack.
Pincer attack.
Everything is moving along smoothly, Mr. Lucro.
We'll be counting on you again this time.
Eh? Mr. Lucro? What is he doing here?
Major General Lorenz, you're here in the Hollow. In person?
You're the squad his oldest spoke so highly of. Codename Obel, wasn't it? This is quite a surprise. You arrived even faster than I expected. It's just as Colonel Isolde said, you're quite a capable squad.
Given that you're leading this entire operation, I'd expect you to be at the command post. And the person with you is...
You must be Mr. Lucro. We met briefly at the Porcelumex Safety Inspection Reception Banquet.
A reception banquet for a safety inspection? That makes no sense.
This, gun certainly has a blunt matter of speech.
This, gun.
Anyway, we are acquainted from the banquet, aren't we? Also involved with the Obsidian Division, I see. For someone so young, you must have made quite the impact with the military.
Not so, Mr. Lucro. This young lady is the mayor's envoy, specially sent by the kind-hearted Mr. Mayflower to oversee our work.
I'm just doing my duty. Please, the title of envoy is a bit too much. I feel like it's a little too high and mighty.
So you're a distinguished guest from city administration. My apologies. Please excuse the poor welcome.
So, what brings you here, Major General, Mr. Lucro? and these troops who've been acting without Colonel Isolde's orders.
My troops and I have our reasons for being here.
Oh yeah, and what's that?
You're a veteran, Captain Magus. Even if you don't fully grasp what overstepping means, you should at least know not to ask about classified military matters. Mind your tongue, Captain. After all, besides your sharp tongue, there's not much else you have left.
No, that's true.
Major General, shouldn't we be going? Staying too long in areas with high ether activity isn't good for my health.
You're right, Mr. Lucro.
Escorted by the troops, Lorenz and Lucro withdraw from the stronghold.
Aside from that clerk I met at the Special Military Affairs desk, these are honestly the two most annoying people I've ever had to listen to. Sorry, Captain Magus. It was wrong of me to speak disrespectfully about a commanding officer.
I'll let it slide this time, Orphe. If I weren't afraid of getting you all tried at a military tribunal, I'd have turned every curse word into high-energy laser blasts right at their faces.
Damn, Magus, you can't just kill your superiors.
This place is not only a key Exaltus stronghold, but also one of their major research facilities. One of Porcelumex's executives previously worked with the Exaltists. Many of their facilities were originally Porcelumex's assets as well. And now under Lucro's lead, Porcelumex has formed ties with the defense force. It's clear why they're here.
You're making my head spin. Isn't it just those two plotting how to profit?
Goodness. Commander Lorenz is such a bad person.
Orphe is still caught up in that naive teenage mindset of seeing the world in just good and bad.
Goodness, Orphe. You really are a fool. But I can't say you're wrong this time. They chose to meet in the Hollow, likely to stay under the radar. Either way, Obol's mission continues. Everyone, we keep pursuing the escaping Exaltists.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Yes, Captain. Oh, the Overseer's actually here? Great Overseer. The Defense Force took the bait just as planned, and they're feeling pretty proud of themselves. Perfect. They've wasted enough time on meaningless distractions, and that foolish general thinks he's already claimed enough victories. They won't be throwing major forces at us anymore, though the price was nothing more than a few necessary sacrifices. They died for their faith, Overseer. Besides, the troops you brought back from the underworld were a huge help. Soldiers fighting soldiers. It's cruel, really. Still, if it's for the right cause, then even you and I must be willing to give our lives. Absolutely, if that greater purpose is an audience with the Creator. I know you have other intentions, but you'll still open the path to the Creator, won't you, Great Overseer? I've wandered in confusion along this path more than once, but the whispers I heard were true, without a doubt. Once I've achieved my goal, I'll open the path to the Creator for you. Which means your sacrifice and mine are justified. But Faithin is with the Defense Force right now, and that one's a real handful, not the type to let things go easily. And that elite squad of theirs has been a serious thorn in our side. I've noticed that youngster may be an unexpected variable, but I've already set the course for how their tale unfolds. Don't back them into a corner unless you have to. Your arrangements are reasonable. May the Creator refine us. Something fishy about the Overseer. I thought we killed them. But how are they still alive? Unless it's a different Overseer? Which it could be, I suppose. Or they fake their death somehow? Cheers and laughter echo from the military camp. It's been so quiet the past few days. Why is the Defense Force base so lively? What's going on? Let's ask around and see what the soldiers know. Who is this lady? Friendly soldier. She's cute. Arrogant soldier, okay. Oh, new face. Not in uniform either. You must be that outside help for the, what was it? Apostle Squad? Thanks to the brilliant leadership of the Major General and his adjutant, we secured an easy victory. Sure, you didn't land the big win, but you still played a part. Hey, what's with that look? We're celebrating our victory here. Don't be such a buzzkill, okay? Sorry, brother. Welcome back, Envoy. I've been waiting here just to make sure you've been returned safely. Such modesty. Still, you're acting on behalf of the mayor and defense force matters. I'm sure your words hold real authority with the city administration. We owe it to the Major General's forces that we were able to reclaim a significant cache of porcelain without incident. Assets Ferox had handed over to the Exaltists, which are in fact Porcelumex's property. It's quite the haul. The Major General and I go way back. He may not be the most charming guy, but he is someone you can count on. I know I'm just a shrewd, profit-minded trader, and I also know there's been some bad blood between you and the Major General. That doesn't stop me from seeing the potential for us to work together in the future. Someone like you always brings value to the table. So naturally, I'm pleased you made it back in one piece. About the Obscura. It's true that certain individuals within Porcelumex, including Mr. Ferox and his team, engaged in unlawful activities with the Exaltists. Shameful and pathetic, Mr. Ferox is now in custody. And with the Major General's support, we've tracked down his subordinates who escaped into the Hollow. Porcelumex is clean of any further criminal associations. Regarding the so-called Obscura devices, while they were created through Ferox's dealings with the Exaltists, I'm not clear on their scientific worth. Still, they're made of costly porcelain, so they belong to the company. We'll recover each of the Obscura once the Defense Force finishes assessing their risk. Their risk? Yes. Colonel Isolde stated in the report that the Obscura could pose an extreme risk, even going so far as to order an evacuation of Wi-Fi Peninsula for public safety. It's gotten too dangerous. Looks like it's time for me to leave Wi-Fi Peninsula. Take care of yourself. Oh, I guess he's leaving. These guys sure know how to take it easy. They're already planning the victory party right after winning. So what's the Defense Force's next move? Next move? There isn't one. The Major General believes the key members of the Exaltists have been wiped out and their base cleared. As far as he's concerned, we've already won. Never thought victory would come so easily. What about the Obscura in the city? You've faced the Exaltists more times than anyone, Proxy. Your insight is valuable. But even so, the Obsidian Division can't keep pouring resources into chasing down a minor outlaw group. As for the Obscura, Colonel Isolde is taking our intel, and the risk posed by the sacrifices very seriously. She's already preparing to evacuate the citizens of Wi-Fi Peninsula. We'll stay on guard here to protect the civilians until everyone's been evacuated, and all the Obscura in the city's been cleared. It's thanks to Isolde's leadership that we were able to locate so many Obscura across the city before the operation began, too. Did the Colonel know about the risks of the Obscura all along? Since everyone's taking a break, why don't you relax a little too, Proxy? I'm heading back to the camp with the captain. Want to join us for a bit? Despite your doubts, with cheers ringing out through the night all around you, you find yourself taking a brief rest by the firelight with 2 soldiers. As Obol Squad settles in at their quarters, the troops are already preparing to celebrate.
Everyone! The Exaltists, the threat that plagued Wi-Fi Peninsula, have been wiped out under our thunderous assault.
I feel like something bad is about to happen, 1. And 2, look at Orphe. She's so cute. Just hand on her cheek. She just looks relaxed.
Once again, we've brought justice and victory to the people of New Eridu, like every triumph before. Give it up for yourselves, soldiers. Cheer for victory.
Cheers rise up from the gathered soldiers.
And let's hear it for our brilliant commander, Major General Lorenz!
The cheers are up once more.
I hate to be that girl, but isn't it a bit early to celebrate?
That commander sure seems to be soaking up the cheers.
A typical big shot, huh?
You're right to be concerned, Proxy. There are still Exaltist stragglers roaming inside and outside the Hollow, and the Obscura in the city haven't been fully inspected yet.
As far as I know, the key Exaltus leaders are still on the loose. They've managed to slip away after every encounter so far. The Exaltists will still be a threat until they're taken out. Even though Mevarok was severely injured by Ishu and Shifu, and the Exaltists suffered heavy losses, there's still no sign of them backing down. Miasma activity is still spreading. Key people like Sarah still hold major influence.
Ishwan, High Preceptor of Yunquay Summit? I've heard the name before.
How come I don't see Colonel Isolde anywhere? As the operations leader, shouldn't she be here to celebrate?
Isolde has been unwell recently, and went back to the city to rest. She's also been absent from meetings for the past few days.
Isolde's been gone? Eh? I wonder if that ties into my suspicions.
Maybe the commander's like Proxy and isn't fond of these kinds of gatherings. She might have just found an excuse to slip away.
You might be right. That does sound like her. In any case, we've dealt a heavy blow to the Exaltists. And after fighting on the verge of life and death, the soldiers really needed a victory to boost their morale.
That doesn't sound like something our strict Captain Magus would say.
Think of it as me trying to lift everyone's spirits. As soldiers, it is our duty to obey orders. So even when we have doubts, we can't launch investigations on our own.
If you take action without orders, you'll be standing trial at a military tribunal. I might not mind, but I'm sure Seed Senior would stop us.
I don't want anyone ending up in front of a military tribunal either.
Right. Since it is a military order, the Major's restriction on you can't be lifted until the operation is officially concluded. Sorry about that, Proxy.
I understand. Obel Squad and all the other soldiers have already given so much to protect New Eridu. Everyone should enjoy this hard-earned victory.
Thank you, Proxy.
But as Phaethon, I have no right to stop moving forward. Excuse me, Miss Special Envoy. Colonel asked me to pass on a message. Some bigwig from TOPS is here to see you. From TOPS? Don't ask me about the specifics. You'll just have to go see for yourself. Eh? Who's here from TOPS? Oh, Damien. Eh? You meet with Damien after dark and fill him in on what Lucro's doing.
Actually, I've already heard about Lucro personally entering the Hollow and the Major General's movements. Besides relocating Porcelumex and the Exaltis stock of Porcelume, they're rounding up trusted members who served under Ferox, including my poor colleagues who fled into the Hollow's labs, fearing a purge. The dust hasn't even settled, yet they're already discarding what they no longer need, proving that the only thing crueler than one ruthless boss is another. I have no place in TOPS any longer. And the Defense Force won't seek justice for a stray like me.
So you're in a pretty risky position as well.
Even though you played a major role in taking down Ferox, your new boss won't tolerate you for long, will he?
Exactly. I can't stand stray dogs like you always sniffing out scraps to survive. Like I ever had a choice. I'm just trying to stay alive. Honestly, I was already planning to turn to you and Yunquay Summit for help. Regardless of our differences, you are among the few in Waifei Peninsula who have the power, care about justice, and are willing to hear me out. A stray like me is used to bowing and begging.
Unfortunately, no matter how much power we might have, we're just as constrained as you are now. I can't contact anyone at Yunquay Summit for assistance either. But if it's just to keep you safe...
It's alright. Just when I was at my wit's end, Miss Savior appeared.
Just as Damien finishes speaking, a small figure suddenly springs out from behind him. Zhao!
Hiya! I'm the savior he was talking about.
He's so cute!
It's funny. Most company employees usually see me as a disaster. Who would have thought I'd ever be called a savior?
Allow me to introduce you. This is Miss Zhao from TOPS, affiliated with the Krampus Compliance Authority.
The Krampus Compliance Authority?
Nice to meet you, Miss Zhao. The Krampus Compliance Authority. Is that the name of another company within TOPS? It doesn't sound as familiar to me as the other big companies.
That's alright. Most people haven't heard of it. Krampus isn't actually a company. Our role is to inspect, decide on, and enforce regulations. Brutal competition is an inherent flaw of the market system. For the members at the round table, it doesn't matter if the company's executives are tearing each other apart. However, the condition is that all actions by the company and its management must comply with the core rules and interests of the Alliance. The business game doesn't always let us play by the rules. That's the round table's mercy. But when those rule breakers go too far, the strict mother reaches out with her black branch. This time, Porcelumix has clearly stepped out of line.
Damn.
I think I get why the corporations might see members of Krampus as a disaster. Even so, having regulators like you is probably a key reason Tops has managed to maintain its strong position in the city.
So, it's not hard for you to understand why I see Miss Zhao as my savior, right?
She's a big deal. She's like the internal police for
We'll
Tops.
only know whether I'm your savior or your disaster once all the investigations are complete.
Better than letting someone like Lucro treat you like a fish on a chopping board, right?
Although he isn't really a friend, I do sort of get Damien's style. He's determined to survive this brutal game. But he's also someone who never crosses the line.
Huh. You've got sharp and beautiful eyes. I hope you'll never become the enemy of Krampus. And that when those eyes look at me again, they won't be filled with hostility, Miss Bell.
How could I look at you with hostility? You're so cute. Miss Zhao, the Krampus member, turns and walks off with Damien in tow. She may have been small in stature, but her commanding presence nearly overshadowed the disheveled Damien beside her. It's getting late. Let's head back to the tent and get some rest. I had nothing bad happen. That's good. Yet. It's not time to sleep yet. Came all this way with Squad Member C to invite you to our special nighttime operation. Follow us and you'll see, Proxy. Shh. Move quietly and stay low. Just like a sniper. Seed and Trigger quietly creep up behind Orphe and suddenly launch a surprise attack.
Soldier Orphe!
I love the way that Seed is just like,
You two again? Now you have the proxy as an accomplice too?
accomplice?
You've got it all wrong, Orphe. I had no idea those two are planning to scare you.
Captain Magus is asleep. Don't wake her up. We should let her rest.
Is it time for the captain's self-diagnostics?
Is Orphe more worried about waking the captain or about the captain catching you secretly enjoying some prohibited items?
Excuse me! First of all, my concern for the captain is absolutely genuine. Second, the field manual doesn't list lemon-flavored chips under prohibited foods during deployment. I have every right to protest Captain Magus's executive decision to declare all snacks as prohibited.
Oh, then why doesn't Orphe protest when the captain's actually awake?
I'm sure Orphe has her own reasons.
Anyway, if Orphe doesn't want us to tell the captain...
How about sharing some of those lemon chips with us?
Seed and Trigger are robbing me again!
Isn't this just a regular part of our night ops briefing?
The law doesn't punish the majority, Orphe.
Then, the proxy should also share the responsibility.
Who is the VA for Seed? I actually like her voice a lot.
Isn't this just a regular part of our night ops briefing?
A special mission to get rid of lemon-flavored chips? Count me in!
In the sea breeze of Wi-Fi Peninsula, you team up with Obel Squad to finish off the lemon-flavored chips. As night deepens, Seed and Trigger, who ambushed Orphe, return to the squad's camp. Just as you're about to leave, Orphe calls out to you.
Proxy, there's something I need to talk to you about. It's about the captain.
Let me guess. It's something that you can only say when Captain Magus is asleep?
That's right. Proxy, I want to apologize on behalf of the captain for her bad attitude toward you during the mission. But there's a reason why the captain acted that way.
I trust that you know the captain, Orphe. Otherwise, why would you trust her so much?
Such much?
Come to think of it, you and Magus make a pretty unique team. A soldier paired with an intelligent weapon construct.
An intelligent construct? No, the captain is more than that. Can I trust you, Proxy?
Like I said, just like you trust Captain Magus.
I'm just a gunner. A soldier, here to support Captain Magus. Orphe, you're being too hard on yourself again. You're special. You're one of a kind. That's how they would comfort me. If Captain Magus and the others were here, but no. I know that I'm not someone special. From the moment I was born, being a gunner has been my sole purpose and mission. In the disaster 11 years ago, New Eridu lost so much. It lost so many of its soldiers. The Defense Force's last remaining gemstone, Obsidian Division, also suffered heavy losses.
Is he talking about what happened 11 years ago? Oh, yeah.
At the time, the military had launched various research projects. Enhanced soldiers, cybernetic soldiers even. Cloned soldiers. It sounds brutal, doesn't it? But if it weren't for these cruel projects, Obsidian Division might never have lasted this long. I was also born at that time.
Oh, there it is.
Cloned from a legendary soldier, and designed to aid that legendary soldier as an assistant.
Oh, she's a clone of Magus.
That legendary soldier's military code name was Magus.
So did Magus look like Orphe then?
The soldier's original body has long been destroyed. All that remains now is a backup of her consciousness.
Will do, Sarah. Thank you.
Or what you could call her soul, stored within the weapon. Even in death, she still wielded as a weapon by the Defense Force. Though Captain Magus always says it's what she wanted, is it really a blessing? Or a curse? All things considered, I'm quite lucky. Selfish, even. I stole her body, her name. You could even say I stole her life.
Was her name before Magus was Orphe?
But Captain Magus has never cared about that. She'd just say to me,
She said she stole her name?
My life was far too boring. You should live your own life. I know the looks in my comrade's eyes often carry sympathy or pity, mockery, or even disgust. Still, I can't help but feel that I'm lucky. I met Captain Magus, I met Obel Squad, and even crossed paths with someone as strong and interesting as you, Proxy. I know there's nothing special about the way I was born, but you all keep telling me, Orphe, you're being too hard on your— Yet, the cold glass tanks, the tasteless nutrient fluids, those eyes filled with sympathy, pity, mockery, or disgust, they all proved one thing. I'm nothing special. They all told me I'm just a pathetic, tragic person. But you all keep telling me over and over again, you're one of a kind, Orphe. I can leave those glass tanks in the past. I just don't want to let your expectations down. Rather than those cold, lifeless glass tanks, I want the warmth of Captain Magus. I'd rather have my noisy Obel Squad and you, the cool Proxy. Our pasts, whether it's mine or Captain Magus's, are not what define us. Although Captain Magus often jokingly calls you the villain, that's all just talk. Our pasts are not what define us. Instead, it's up to us to determine our destinations. As a Proxy, you'll lead us to the right place. I believe in you, Proxy.
Oh, is Magus awake now, or is it just they can't make the animation for the character now without Magus being awake? What time is it? I'm scared that if I step over here, it's gonna start something. So let's call it here. Because I don't know at what point it's gonna put me into the next part of the story and we're gonna get stuck in an unleavable part. So we're gonna play it safe. I'd rather be safe than sorry. So we're gonna raid out here. Just find someone to raid. Patsu's playing some Apex with Lauren and Rio today, I believe. Like Echo's playing Hollow Knight. B's playing Hollow Knight. Eve is playing Hollow Knight. Oh my gosh, everyone's playing Hollow Knight. Holy moly. Well, why don't we raid B? B is... And she's playing Silk Song. So I set up the raid there. Thank you guys for hanging out. I personally am mega excited about Thursday. We're going to be playing Kirby Air Riders on Thursday. I am super excited. I've been waiting for Kirby Air Riders to come out for like 20 some years. And it's finally coming out on Thursday. I am super excited. So if anyone else has the game, you guys will have like open lobby probably, and we'll just be playing City Trial and hanging out probably all night on Thursday. So please come by and chill. I might do an extra long stream on Thursday just for City Trial or just for Kirby. And yeah, please copy the raid message and we'll go hang out on B's stream for a bit. Hope you all have a good night. It was good to see y'all. Good night and good day tomorrow. And I won't see you guys till Thursday, so have a good Wednesday. All right. Peace out. Good night. Bye-bye. Thanks for chilling.